And he goes, that show's not going to do very well. I'm like, why do you think that? He goes, because they don't have any local openers, so it's not going to do very well. And I'm like, I was like, do you know who Killswitch Engage is?
Oh, man, look,
Okay.
this one.
We're back.
All right.
We have seven. Sorry.
It's all good.
Restart the live.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right. Before we had technical difficulties, Tooth is here,
Hey guys,
and you're drinking a what?
I've got a Coca-Cola.
Is it good?
It's refreshing.
Where'd you get it?
It's the Zaxby's.
What'd you have from Zaxby's?
We just got some chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were they good?
they were really good.
Oh, Bobby, don't you know?
Oh, it's Bobby. Look at what he's cute.
That was great, Travis.
Bobby.
That was really cute.
Yeah, okay.
Wait a minute. Anyway,
I'm a
we're done with that. Sorry. Eli,
Yes,
how are you?
good.
Good to see you. What are you,
Likewise.
what are you drinking?
Diet Miller.
Diet Miller. What kind of koozie you got there, buddy?
I have a Common John koozie. Common John Brewing Company.
Show them that neat.
LeBron and Larry
Check this
and
out.
Derek.
If I turn my Diet Miller up, what a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
Put the logo on the bottom of the koozie as well.
More often than not, the beer is tipped.
I would think so. If one likes to drink anyway.
We love to drink,
I do.
obviously. All right.
Who's the guest?
The guest tonight, Deface The Dream, 4 of the 5.
Show them
Logan.
your titties.
Okay.
Me?
Dude has got the nastiest fucking nipples you've ever seen.
There went the ladies'
You
beer.
didn't actually do this. It's pretty good.
I totally should have put it on the list. I didn't think that would come up.
But it did instantly.
All right. We've had Deface The Dream on here before, but they've added a couple new members. Logan Statham. I was trying to get the last name right. Now Logan. You play rhythm guitar?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then, of course, we got Kevin. He was here before, lead singer. Sean.
Millennial Sean.
Millennial Sean Davis. How you doing,
You're
sir?
kind of the lead guitar player, though. Anyway.
We share it's like a mutual thing.
Sean plays
So,
bass, backing vocals. Then another returning guest, Stephen Hargrove. Yeah, he plays guitar, lead guitar,
The
rhythm
man,
guitar.
the myth,
the legend. But he still can't play Four Horsemen.
It's been 20 years.
I'm still working on it.
Can I
and
just
I'll
say,
get there.
it's hard.
I'll get there. I mean,
It's
I just don't want
hard.
to admit that I can't do it.
This is not fair. If I could just be honest with everybody in the room. The problem is he knows it's not enough of a challenge to even bother with it.
Probably right.
Oh, there you have it.
And I met Stephen 20 some odd years ago, and he come in the house and I was like, "Oh, Stephen plays guitar." My first question, Stephen, "Hey, can you play Four Horsemen?" No. And every time I see Stephen now, it don't matter if we're hanging out or whatever. I ask him, "Can you play Four Horsemen yet?" No. I think he's doing it now to be a dick. He just want to play Four Horsemen,
Does it?
Or you know, and you're just telling him no, which would be better.
which is the longest running, greatest joke ever, Stephen.
And you guys may never know the answer to that question.
It's always going to be no.
Like the Tootsie Roll commercial.
All that I'm going to say is that he learned Lay to Rest by Lamb of God, and if anybody listens to Lamb of God, you know that their guitar work is not easy at all. So if he can play that, I'm just saying.
Way to go, Stephen. Thanks.
I've watched the guy sit down and listen
Yeah,
to
and
a song.
I'm hopeful that I'll get to that level at some point. You know,
You just don't like Travis.
That's what it is.
That's what I
I think it might be more or less the song.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh,
Wow. You heard his heart. You heard his heart right
It's
there.
getting
I'm just
hot
telling
in
you.
Uh-oh.
He's got his little necklace on, his tattoos. Heard his
Yeah,
heart.
hang on, let me flex for a minute here.
Oh,
Hang on,
snap.
I'm trying. I
Flex
can't.
for a minute.
I can't. I won't flex.
He's
Woman in the controls tonight, Lady A.
Hi.
Woo! Best friend.
You got a fan out
Oh,
there.
you're best friend.
Best friend.
Not.
What are you
She's
drinking?
brutal.
I'm drinking a Michelob Ultra because it's keto friendly.
It is friendly for sure.
It is, and I get friendly on it.
Bull, I think Bull left.
He did leave. He had to go.
Bull's got to go.
It's
He's
on assignment.
set all this stuff up.
It's a shame.
It is a shame. We have
Love you, Bull. Mean it.
He had pajamas on.
my girlfriend says that she cannot hear us.
Well, give it a minute.
Give it a minute.
because
It'll-
will
It's got a
come out.
lag,
It's coming
yeah.
back up. But if
Bitch! I'm just kidding.
Watch
I
your
love you.
fucking tone,
well,
dude.
that escalated quickly.
It really did.
Cross this
Shit,
line.
I will.
You do not.
That just sounded like
got
a
a problem.
throat punch right there, girl. I got you.
Oh, man.
No, if everyone could please like and share this video right now. If you're watching.
Yeah, we got sound.
We've got some.
He said we
Yeah.
got sound.
She heard that.
She heard it twice, I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
What's her name? Bree Brat. I think she's.
Mad now?
Yeah.
Hold on. She's like, I got it now. I'm like, I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry, I love you.
You're gonna hear something in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Laying back in the cut, Big Baby is here. Woo! Woo! Big Baby. And her and Eli,
Woman of
and
many
her daughter,
words.
Emma, got me this great sign here.
Oh.
Everyday Joe Show.
Handcrafted.
Handcrafted.
Is that new?
Yeah.
I've been checking it out.
I like that.
Got that for my birthday.
I didn't realize you had been doing it since 15.
I was about to say almost 3 years.
Yeah, he was my first and second guest.
And now he won't leave.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's kind of like Johnny when he came over to spend the night. He never went home.
No, he took a dump in your yard.
He did take a dump in my yard.
On the swing set. Yeah.
Talk about inappropriate.
Yeah, let's. Yeah.
It really was.
Let's
It
not
was
even
terrible.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah, please. All right, last
Charlie
weekend.
stretched that into like 3 episodes.
He did. Johnny's still talking about it now. He just texted me. Hey, remember the time I took a dump in your yard?
What's up, Dr. Detail?
Go ahead, transfer yourself.
Last weekend, Tooth and Glory be to Kim were gracious enough to host my 40th birthday party. Thank you, guys. That was a great time. We had fun. I got a lot of cool gifts. I got that. I got Kindle Fire to use for the show from Tooth and Kim.
Yeah.
Damned.
A tuggy.
I did get a tuggy.
I know.
It was great.
said, "I know."
Thank you, Eli.
You're welcome. Hey, we're buddies.
I got
You only turned 40 once.
I got a killer limited edition bottle of some kind of wheat beer that Stephanie gave me. I got an AARP card.
You did.
You're
get
next, Kevin.
How
No,
about
dude,
the
I've been getting
coolest
shit in the mail
shit?
from
Those people
those
bought some
guys for
fancy
like
drink
3-4
for you.
years.
Yeah, my AARP card says the Travis Reed, 69 Titsworth Drive, Cleavage, Tennessee. So I changed my address apparently, so I get discounts at Captain D's and Kentucky Fried Chicken now.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Yeah,
will give you the discount.
we will. We sure will.
Well, no, you're not military.
Well, no, we give seniors though. Yeah, we got this crazy. I don't even remember the name of the whiskey I got, but it was in like a
Fancy ass.
like a
bottle.
disco ball shape to the type thing, and it was
So it's round.
well, yeah, but it had like it wasn't-
Spherical.
Yes, yeah, if you will. And we drank all of it. And then Gretchen Ritchie, GRS Designs, gave me a shirt that said Old AF. They made me a shirt especially. And then they brought some Sweet Lucy whiskey. You ever had any of that?
That was the bomb.
Is that from
Yes.
Kelso?
Yeah, Kelso, Tennessee.
Kelso, Tennessee.
My God.
Is that what made you fight the bear?
What? Well, yeah, see.
And by fight the bear, he means fall down the steps.
And what had happened was we drank that Sweet Lucy, and then Angela and LeBron Hager got me the big the other thing of whiskey. I don't know what it was.
It was a really pretty bottle
Why
that
did
we
Bull
will
keep feeding
display.
us? Bull brought some fancy tequila.
Don
And I will
Julio.
say
Don
this,
Julio, I forgot about that.
This was the best tequila I've ever had, but it was still fucking tequila. And
And
I
it was
hate
hot.
tequila.
I hate
And it was
tequila.
hot.
It was glorious
That
though because
explains
it's
everything about the
tequila.
foot.
Yeah.
What's up, Angela, Chad, Kim? Come.
Come, hey, come.
Moochie. What up,
Moochie's watching?
People's watching.
Hey, Angie. Hey, girl.
Your
I
brother,
heard you made fun
Addison.
of me.
You talking about Angie and Addison?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
How old are you?
we're
I have not
Addison.
seen Addison in
We-
many years.
we go off the back porch. Everybody's smoking. I'm drinking a water at this point. True story. I'm drinking a water.
Yeah.
It's a true story.
Because I was like, I need to chill out and not get just blackout drunk just yet. So
Huh. Too late.
yeah. So I walk outside and
That shot has
they're all
sold.
sitting around Tooth's chimney. They're around the fire and they're talking and having a good time. And out the corner of my eye, I see a bear scale Tooth's fence. I'm like, there's a sign when you pull in this neighborhood that says no bears allowed.
No bears allowed.
This son of a bitch is trespassing.
We got an HOA with Bear Watch on
Yeah.
guard all times.
Very
So-
true statement.
So Tooth is standing with his back to the fence, so he's by the chimney getting his hands warm because it's a little chilly that night.
Nipply.
Well, here comes this bear, like, so I'm like, oh, fix to go after Tooth. He smells sweet. He's been eating chocolate. So the bear came. What's the true story? You were eating chocolate.
He was eating.
I think I had
And-
one of those eclair puff things that were on
and
the table.
They
Yeah.
were
They were
delicious.
good. Oh, and the
Oh,
spread
wow.
we had was unbelievable. You missed the food. It was wonderful.
Phenomenal.
Incredible.
So we're standing there. I hear the bear, and I'm like, oh shit, he's going after Tooth. I'm like, oh crap. So I get over there and I go to hit the bear. Well, the bear kind of side shifts me like shit. So I go to hit him.
Bear stiff armed him.
So he took he hit the X button. Pow, stiff armed me. So I run over to get him, and he like takes my leg and like cracks my ankle. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. So I get behind him, put him in a sleeper hold. Some bitch taps out. The referee comes out of somewhere. I don't know where he came from. And he lifted his arm up 3 times. He's out. So the nice guy I am, because I care about nature, I took the bear over to the fence, and I put him back over the fence so he wouldn't come back.
True
And-
statement. It's like The Revenant, if you've seen it.
Yeah, and it's so then I went to the doctor and they said I got a tiny chip fracture. Where the bear took my ankle. When I sidestepped him, he grabbed it, snapped it. So it that's what happened. So I'm in a walking boot now, and it's
Fun times.
Probably.
oh man. Well, no, he lived. I mean, I didn't kill him. I just tapped, put him to
You
Just
don't
put him
know.
to
You
sleep.
left him there lifeless. How do you know that? I mean,
said
you
on
claim
the
to be a
outside.
humanitarian.
Does it? Well, I
You
am.
know, but now you don't know.
But does it stink at your house?
Now you know.
Poor bear.
Does it smell funny outside at your house?
The
So,
bear is gone. The
bear's fine.
vultures may have picked him dry, though. You don't know.
Well, see, I fed vultures, so there you go.
Circle of
Circle of
life.
life. Circle of life.
Circle of life,
That's
dude.
such a good song.
I love that song.
Who
What
doesn't?
happened right there? What?
We went Disney.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, you ain't Disney, sorry. Yeah. I'm a millennial.
Millennial Sean. Millennial Sean. He come in there.
Why is it the bass players every time? It's always
Yo,
the bass players.
actually, I read an article on Facebook the other day. Bass players are actually the best mate in the band. Because
Well,
guitarists are stuck up.
I'm not
with
trying
the
to mate with you
guitarist.
though.
And then
And
they
when-
never do anything.
And when the after Apollo was there, I wasn't trying to mate with Logan either.
Logan does play bass.
Yeah, he does.
See,
Something's wrong with that
we're
kid
the cool
too.
people.
Something's wrong with that kid too.
He's
Yeah,
Cool.
He wants to be a hobo. That's what he wants to do.
hey, he was driving a VW van in high school, so he's the cool kid. So.
It's actually a bus.
And now he's like driving a
Not to
Volvo or
correct you,
something.
but you wouldn't have known that. No, you wouldn't have known
Not
that.
to
You're a
correct
millennial.
you, but that's what he
Yeah.
lives for.
My
Yeah.
bad.
No, you're good. You're good. You're a millennial. You're fine.
All right, so after
There's
last
like a curve.
a learning curve.
Yes.
Coffee County education, baby.
Hell yeah, man. So after last week's show, Bull made some videos about Michael and Curtis Vickers, and they were phenomenal.
It was
That
very
one, the Curtis from Snow River, got 1,000 views on that one video.
It was a good video.
It was a great video, and it was perfect. We had a guy trying to ride a horse, and it didn't work out too well. For
In
him.
here?
Well, no.
Oh, I was like, what?
Hey, let me tell you.
1,001 views.
Hey, this motherfucker's never rode a horse before, right? So they get all lit up, and he decides, I'm going to ride a horse bareback. Never ridden a horse before in his life, and he thought, tonight's the night, I'm doing this shit. So he decides to mount this horse bareback and just ride this thing. It did not turn out well for him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't give it the story justice, but
Watch
it
the
was a
video.
phenomenal
It's-
story.
It's hilarious, man. Hilarious.
Rich Susan and his beard are watching.
Rich Season and his beard.
Oh, hey.
And his beard.
Hey, Rich's beard.
Hey, Zach Kerber. Thanks for watching, brother. Another fine musician, Zach Kerber.
And
Hey,
Angie
Logan.
is on it. Love you, girl.
Rich Season's beard.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but he's got you.
It's beautiful. It was
It
better
is.
than Kevin's. It's better than mine, better than yours. Speaking of beard, we're having a beard contest. Yeah, no, you're
It's
fine.
not too late.
It's not too
It's
late.
not too late.
Starting, we'll say starting tomorrow.
Yeah. Send Facebook message me your beard. Sorry, I just took.
No, go ahead.
Can
No,
I
do it.
like do a cool design or something? or-
No,
No.
it's as is right
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, it's no shave November, so this is what you're getting.
I know that's why we're doing it.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, it's only like the 8th of November, though.
Can we
Still
stretch that
first
out
week.
to like the first week of December too?
It's actually the competition goes to
you've got
January
that.
1.
It goes to January 1.
Yeah, 2019.
Oh, okay.
You got till 2019 to
Yeah.
get some.
I might
oomph.
look 23
Oh.
in January.
And he has the rules.
Nobody likes
Yeah.
you when you're
The-
23.
Really, the rules?
Nobody likes me when I'm 40 either.
We're going to judge
I'm
on
with you.
a few different categories. Beautifulness, of course, because it's a beard. All beards are beautiful.
That was
Shit.
terrible.
Way to LeBron it.
Wow. Kobe.
No, that's more Kobe.
Yeah.
No, he's actually good.
Took 60 shots a game.
Well,
and
you're treading on some thin ice. there,
I'm
bro.
just saying. How many 50-point games did
You
he
start
have?
talking about MJ, then
Kobe.
Well, I like football, so we'll stop now.
okay.
How many times did Kobe shoot the
I'm
ball?
getting the
Like
vapors.
60 times a ball game. I mean, he
getting
should
the
get
vapors.
50 points if he's shooting the damn ball 60 times.
Well, that's why. he
So
didn't
we're
play
going
the-
beautifulness
Yeah, we
and
don't even play anymore.
how I would say how it's kept. You can shave here, you can
Neatness.
shave here. Neatness, that's a good word. Probably better than what I had. Neatness, I'm going to use that. Neatness. I'm going to write that down. Good job, Sean.
Millennial coming through.
That is.
Good job, Millennial Sean.
At least I've done
Neatness,
something
beautifulness, and then we're going to go, I'd like, with growth, how how it's done.
And creativity.
Yeah, creativity, because there's one person that's going to dial it up if it gets that point, and it's going to be on. So, those 4.
I mean, if you can make a dove fly out of your beard, I think you might get extra points for
Get
that.
on it.
I didn't wash mine for 4 months.
some of
Like
us-
other shit flew
some
out of
of
my
us are
beard,
pretty far
but
behind
definitely
at
not a
this
dove.
point.
No.
Okay.
Those things that hawk like 40,000 times.
Says
higher.
Steven,
No.
who has a beautiful beard.
See,
You've got a nice beard now.
That's the beauty of it, though. You send the before picture, so you're not judged on what you have. It's
It's a
relative.
combination. I get
It's
it.
relative
I get it.
of how it is in the beginning, and then January 1. So
I gotta pee again.
And it will be a panel of
One of those
Of
nights.
chicks.
independent judges. There will be prizes, first, second, third. They're all getting donated by an anonymous.
I'm ominous.
Phenomena.
I've heard of them.
Does that mean he's married? He's
Right.
Right, okay.
He's like a Mormon.
right. Yeah, that's what I thought that
Anonymous.
anonymous meant.
Yeah. More than one
And
life.
first, second, third, the prizes have yet to be determined. He's going to donate all the prizes for the winners. So if you want to join, message Lady A on Facebook, picture of your beard now, and then
But
more-
not Richie, not Curtis.
Are you doing?
Richie, Curtis,
LeBron.
LeBron, Larry.
Get some space so I can get up and go outside and pee.
Logan-
I see
Logan-
Shaw get up and
this-
instantly gotta run
He's kind of
outside.
out. I mean, it's a beautiful beard already.
It ain't gonna shake itself, is it? Get out there and help him.
There's one more. Derek.
He has
Yeah.
a beautiful
The
beard.
Common John guys are out. These
Yeah.
guys have got some beautiful freaking beards,
LeBron's like the coolest guy ever.
man. He's got salt and pepper beard, salt and pepper hair, slick back.
The coolest looking dude I've ever met, and he is a cool person. Like,
Yeah.
And
His
made
wife
the
is
party,
glorious,
and
too.
Angie is the shit.
And they make some wonderful beer.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
All of it.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not a beer guy. Everything I tried was awesome.
Really?
I loved. I would drink it from the tap.
And I'm not a Pilsner, but I even like their Pilsners. Like, they were that good.
It was just good beer, man.
I don't drink anything other than domesticated
Fine.
Fine Pilsner beer because it
I
says
drink
so on
Miller
the
Lite.
can.
I mean, I'm a creature of habit, and he gave me a porter, which I've never really even tried. I drank it, and I was like, "Okay, man." It wasn't bad. I drank it all. I was like,
You were
"Damn."
preparing to say this is good.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to do the Guy Fieri. Oh yeah, this tastes like garbage, but I'm going to say it's good. It was really good. I mean, they really make a good beer.
Excellent. That's cool.
Yeah, and I've got a bit of a man
These
crush
guys
on
are
him.
local here.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're from Manchester.
Manchester, Tennessee.
Probably
Common
5
John Brewing
miles down the
Company.
road from right here.
Oh,
It's these guys here. Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
yeah.
Speaking of Guy Fieri,
Got stickers.
There you go.
yeah,
I'll
he
take
was
one of those.
reelected as mayor of Flavortown.
I heard that also in the midterms.
Like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Put it on some equipment.
Good
Yeah,
people.
do that. They're good people.
Very good. The beer, I could not believe how great it was.
Did you get out? Yeah. So good.
Here, get you a sticker.
Well, I didn't want to bring it up, but the fact that they went out there together.
The fact that they came back
Yeah.
together wiping his chin made it really awesome.
Well, he didn't have any hair to, absorb
Catch.
the moisture. So
Dude, I caught myself all day today at work on it.
Is that right?
Oh, that sucks.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I got
I know what you mean.
He
it's
said-
a noble chin.
Well, I go to take a shit, I wipe my ass, wipe my chin too. It's bad, dude.
Well, I get that.
That's weird.
I was going to
Hey,
ask
Kevin.
you for a beer, but now I don't want you to touch
Oh,
it.
yeah, no,
Beer me.
Gotcha.
Please, sir.
But use your right hand or your non-whopping hand. That was-
He's amphibious, pretty much.
Oh.
Whichever
He
hand
might
That's
lose it.
Well, then use your
ambidextrous.
feet.
Same thing. That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't worry about it.
we're real good with words.
You need a beer, Lady A?
I do.
I'll
please.
take them too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
60
Yeah.
ounce million pop
All right, as soon as Kevin gets done fetching our beer, we're
Come
gonna
on,
get to the special guest of the evening. Two.
You're drinking the Michelob Ultra, correct?
Yes.
What up, playa?
You had a hard day at work, didn't you?
Thank you.
Are you tired?
I'm not feeling
Make sure I get everybody.
What's wrong with you?
Body.
Thank
you, sir.
Like I was gonna vomit.
Oh,
You gonna vomit?
On point lately, man.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
We-
Throw
I'm
those if you
nauseous.
want. I enjoy throwing the beers.
Thank you, sir.
Good man.
See, we ain't above putting our guests to work.
That's right. We'll do it.
How about earn y'all
your
keep?
He needs
Yeah.
to work the most out of all of
You
us.
guys are fixing to blow up after this.
Yeah. Whoa, hey, what time is it? 8:30. Hey, has anybody seen the score of the Steelers game yet?
Oh, yeah.
I knew it.
Is
I
someone,
was curious myself.
but I feel like
You're terrible.
you can find that out.
Yeah, but I'm on my live feed. I
I
can't
know.
really
I'm
change
pretty
it.
sure.
We can ask somebody, right?
I think the
For-
drummer for Deface The Dream is a
said-
fan. If he was here, he would know.
Bree
He
was
would
like,
know.
where did
He
y'all
would
go?
know.
Yeah.
And I was
This is
like,
a big Steelers fan.
He is.
Loves them.
He would definitely know the score.
Man, he went
Yeah.
to a game in Pittsburgh last year, right?
oh, the Patriots last year. He had like box seats.
Yeah.
Oh,
what a
wow.
dick.
Oh, damn.
I played Pop Warner football with Chris. Yeah,
So did-
back in the day.
Chris
You know,
played football.
Of course I
Jonathan
did.
Martin then?
Why, yeah.
That's my uncle.
See, there you go.
Who's
Miss
that?
Paulette. I sold them cars. Yeah.
You are awesome, my
I
friend.
did.
You are awesome.
True story.
You were like, yeah, I don't know.
Hard to argue the facts, buddy. Hard to argue the
That was
facts.
awesome. Well, I'm sitting
Show's
there, I was like,
over.
I know that guy.
Yeah.
I know that guy.
He's not going to be able to fit out
Shit.
his door now. You just got his head all big.
Pittsburgh 24, Carolina 7.
And Kim, when it come in there too, right beneath LeBron.
Yep.
Kim must be feeling guilty.
Oh,
Kim's a big
thanks,
supporter
Kim.
of the show. Thanks,
She
Kim.
was,
He's a big supporter of the show.
Glory be to Kim.
I just think that it's great that Le'Veon Bell is such a gritty fuck and that James Conner is just tearing it up.
Dude, he is killing it,
He's,
isn't he?
he's wearing
He
it
was
out.
second in the league in rushing. Like
What about that haircut?
Starting this week. What's
Yup,
that?
James Conner's haircut.
What do you even call that?
I don't know. It's not. It's not a.
Mullet?
No,
it's
well-
shaved all around except for just the very back. Of
It's
it.
mullet.
All
Like
around.
ragtail.
Skull it. That's
Yeah,
what.
like-
That's what
Yeah.
Devin Townsend rocked.
It's
And
long.
strapping young lad. He had a
That was
skull.
a meme on Facebook, and I don't know what to call that either.
It's
Like
it's
Andy.
nuts.
No, it's a meme.
I know.
A Mimi?
No, was James Conner drafted?
Yeah.
James Conner. Yeah, he was like fourth, fifth round pick.
The Terminator.
Yeah.
Kids from Pittsburgh went to Pitt. Overcame. Was it Hodgkin's lymphoma or
Yes,
Yeah.
and he had some type of
Yeah.
they
Some
Kind of
did a-
cancer, yeah.
And now he's killing it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
great guy.
Awesome.
They did
All
a
right.
special on him on ESPN, which was
That,
quite
it was
fantastic.
it was phenomenal.
It
I
really
watched it. It was
was.
really good. All right, tonight here, as y'all see, we have Deface
What's
The
up,
Dream.
Amber?
Oh, Amber Chimley Webb's
girl.
watching.
Hello, Amber.
The Face of Dream, sorry.
Yes, Deface The Dream. 2 new members. We got Logan, plays guitar. When did you join the band?
I got a phone call right before New Year's, and this was this past New Year's, and January 3rd was my first day coming out and meeting everybody and getting to check it out, see if I liked it and whatnot, and I loved it. So, and I'm still here.
Good ass music, man.
awesome.
My daughter is 12. Loves. They gave me a copy of their first EP.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she come out here in the garage one day. And she saw the sleeves. Like, is this Steven? I was like, yeah. She's like, can I have it? I'm like, fuck.
He didn't say that his daughter's awesome on guitar.
Oh yeah.
She's a prodigy.
She's awesome.
So she's
Yeah.
like, I can have it. Like, yeah. So she took it home with her, and I don't
Nice.
have the first EP anymore. It's gone. So
We'll make sure to get you
Well, at
another
least
one,
somebody's
bro.
got to listen to it.
And
yeah,
Jimmy.
she wears it out, and we were listening to. We get in my car. We always turn on Spotify and put it through the Bluetooth in my car and everything. And we're sitting there playing, and she always makes her little playlist. And one of y'all songs came on. It was
Nice.
Palace of Lies, actually. And I was
That's
like,
awesome.
I looked at her, I was like, what? She goes, ha ha, I tricked you. You didn't know I was going to play that, did you? I was like, no. And she started singing the words. I'm like, holy shit,
Really?
you've been listening.
That is awesome.
Yeah, she's good. She's 12. She's got 2 guitars. She plays the flute in the band. She just bought a trombone.
I have a trombone. We can play duets.
And she doesn't even know how to play the trombone. She figured it out in like 3 hours.
Thank you.
Not a rusty trombone.
Sorry.
Oh shit! I was thinking it and you said it.
You suck. You suck.
Tooth, these are your friends, by the way.
Suck.
Just one
Well,
of them.
thanks for coming. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah. We'll call you. Okay, yeah. So she bought a trombone, and then she, of course, messed around with my bass inside, or took one of my basses home
Hey, Benny.
because she wanted to have it at the
Hello,
house. I'm
Benny.
like, okay, well, that's cool. So she's very eclectic in what she listens to, and Steven brought his stack over and let her come out here, and she played it. He was over for about 3 months, probably 4 months. About every Saturday, she come out, plug it up, and just start jamming.
Because
And she's learned like part of a solo of. She played like one solo in a Green Day song. Was it
4 Horsemen.
4 Horsemen? Man,
that was good.
I think what
Yeah,
we're gonna do
she
is,
was good.
It'll
I'm
happen.
gonna get her to learn 4 Horsemen. I'm gonna record it and play it and send it to Steven.
That's hilarious.
She
yeah.
was it Harps of Sorrow? She learned to play that song the other day.
Really?
Yeah. So
She's going to learn the piccolo, and I'm most excited about that.
I love the piccolo.
Yes, that is
I
so
love
cool.
the piccolo.
I don't doubt that, Sean. So
It's a
I'm just
millennial
kidding,
thing.
brother. Kid because we care, man.
So much for being
Can't
12.
take the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
So, how long you been playing guitar?
My first guitar was given to me when I was 11 years old, and I put it in my closet. Didn't play it for a whole year. Then my father passed away from leukemia, and my older brother, he was a huge Metallica fan, Black Sabbath,
Good man.
and turned me on to it. And I was 12, and I learned how to play the intro to One by Metallica, and ever since then, I just picked it up, taught myself. I've never had no lessons or anything. And
Really?
Good for you, man.
Wow, that's cool.
I've been playing it ever since. So.
Wow. Who was
I like
your biggest like influences?
Metallica.
Of
course, you know.
He led you into that question. Just so you know.
James
Metallica
Hetfield for
to
sure.
everything from now on.
Yeah.
I'm a huge, like, my favorite Metallica song is No Leaf Clover.
Yeah.
I tell people that, and they're like, what?
I've seen them play it live, man. That's
love it.
awesome.
That's awesome. Good deal. Yeah. Well, when I was younger, Godsmack, Metallica, Led Zeppelin.
I like Godsmack.
AC/DC.
What's up, Groovy?
And then when I was probably 16 years old, a buddy of mine threw a Lamb of God CD in and said, hey, check this band out. And the guitar players, I couldn't understand the vocals, and I didn't care about the vocals because I was a guitar player, and I was like, these are gods. Like, oh my God, this band's awesome. And that's where I took my plunge into the heavy metal side of music, and it just got heavier and heavier.
That's some heavy stuff because like Tooth was listening to Lamb of God. We were younger, and he brought it over. Hey man, listen to this. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
You're scaring me.
You're so much younger, but why are you so much more evil than I am?
Evil.
Evil. That's a good one. So who was your top 5 favorite guitar players all time?
Top 5 favorite.
Top 5. Yeah, I didn't tell you I was going to ask you this question.
On the spot.
Yes, gun to your head.
Yeah.
Y'all should told me this.
For real. I didn't prepare.
Hey, I asked them to. And
You guys didn't get the email.
It's a hard question.
Since you're not going first, you have now preparation time.
I'm working on it.
Right, yeah.
You got a screwed, Logan.
Well, like I said, I've
since
always been a
I'm
huge fan of
complete
James
opposite.
Hetfield, having that beefy rhythm and writing music like he does and play riffs he plays and sing at the same time. That's something I can't do, you know. I'll throw him out there. God, man, I don't know.
Steve Hargrove, yeah.
Eric Clapton.
Wait, that wasn't funny. I'm sorry.
Oh, slow hand. Eric Clapton's good.
Yngwie.
Yngwie, that dude.
Chet Atkins.
Did you call him slow hand?
Slow hand. Eric Clapton, man.
Holy
I've
Clark.
never heard that.
Oh, slow hand.
I know why. I know why.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Because I'm yeah.
Really
Arms are back like dude could play.
Have you ever seen him?
Yeah, Yngwie's ridiculous, man. That dude is just.
Down bag.
Yeah, that 7-fret stretch bullshit he used to do back in the day. Good lord.
You're just mad because you can't do it.
Damn right.
He's got 3 of his own, and we're trying to give him all these answers. We need to shut the hell up. And we'll let man.
Zach Wilde, Randy Rhoads.
She was close.
Now there we go.
Yeah, for sure.
That's Randy Rhoads.
Zach
man,
Wilde
that's-
had one of the best tones, or
Zach Wilde.
really still
I've
does.
seen him
Oh,
live, and
yeah,
he is a
his
definitely.
guitar tone
Beast.
is just retarded.
Yeah, he's.
I
My,
wish I
my
could be
daughter,
as
she's like,
popular
Dad, do you
now.
think I'll ever be as good as Randy Rhoads? I'm like, yeah, honey.
You
That
can
dude
be.
is like,
I'm a huge fan of Adam D too from Killswitch.
Hey, Brandon.
I like Killswitch.
Yeah.
That's another band that you and Greg turned on to.
Influential to me. You know that band. And
I need to buy tickets for that so bad.
Hey, Natalie.
What's your top 5 favorite bands of all time?
Metallica, Parkway Drive, Lamb of God. Let's see.
Yeah. And these are really hard questions, but they're supposed to be. It's,
All right, I'm one
Belle
for
Biv DeVoe.
1 for 2, 1 for 3.
they had to go through it too.
I
So.
named the first one.
Huge fan of Cake. They were like my childhood.
Yeah!
My top 5
Cake.
for sure.
Hey, they just released a new song.
is
Dude,
top
okay.
five.
I was making sure, dude.
That's
Stoked
unexpected.
about that.
Got a new album out.
Love some
Exactly
cake.
right.
Yes, I
Yeah,
love some
definitely.
cake.
The
Definitely.
Vibra Slap.
Yep,
Vibra
that's
Slap.
exactly what it is.
My daughter's discovered Cake now, by the
Yes.
way.
Yeah.
I love
Cake.
cake.
Very talented.
Cake or
I
death?
love the band.
Cake, I'll take the cake,
And,
please.
Boy, I had a cake.
Some of the choices of
I want
Next
to
to
love you
more,
madly.
please.
That's all I'm saying. I want to.
And I'll probably have to throw Led Zeppelin in my top 5 as well.
Yeah, I'm good with
Red
that.
Fleet, man.
Dude, that's
As far as somebody who has the sound, like they're bringing back that '70s rock sound.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love it.
they're bringing back the Led Zeppelin sound because they sound exactly.
See, I can't stand people like you, man. They sound so much like Led Zeppelin, but they are younger than you, and you're just mad.
Why are you so loud?
Bullshit. They sound exactly like.
They really do, but they're so good.
Yeah, because I think like 2 of the members in that band brothers. I think
3 of them are. There's a set of twins, and there's a brother in that band.
Okay.
Yes.
What you got?
If anybody knows Tim Harris, he says Kevin looks like he needs to stay away from playgrounds and schools and ditch the free candy van. Kevin's giving out free hugs at the playground.
What's up, Tim?
Hey, buddy, it's cool. You're suspended from work tomorrow.
Well done, Tim. I don't know you, but
I
great
love
job, Tim.
That's awesome.
That was good, Tim. Good job, buddy.
Tim's an employee and an old friend of mine. I've known Tim for about
Yeah,
15
sounds like
years.
friends.
Do you know Tim, don't you?
I'm just kidding.
We had our CD
You know-
release, and he drove over a bunch of wood stuff in my driveway that was blocking the driveway, like Purposefully.
Oh,
had a big arrow pointing to where you were supposed to park, and he drove over those. So we got all those out from under his car, and he backed out into the field and then drove into my ditch.
Tim did?
Yes.
Way to go, Tim.
You,
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim.
Does he have a
Sometimes you drink
van?
a few beers and you don't know what the fuck is going on. It does happen.
Timmy!
Timmy.
Sometimes you're drinking whiskey and there's a bear coming over the fence and you got to take care of it.
Dude, you got to.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's hardcore shit right there, man.
Just count the steps when
True
you're going to
story.
attack the bear.
yeah.
They're tricky.
Yeah.
Apparently,
1,
protect
2.
your ankles. Okay.
2 steps.
Not your neck, your ankle.
It will, yeah.
Sierra can count it down
Bears will
for
go
you.
straight for your ankle.
Every time.
Yeah. Little known fact, guys.
The fact remains.
The fact remains, I wrestled a bear. Huh?
You and Davy Crockett, huh?
And no
Me, Dave
bear
Crockett, and
neighborhood.
Tracy Smothers, we wrestled a bear.
So he got all 5.
He did get all 5, and that
Nice
he
job,
threw some
Logan.
different ones in there too.
I'm excited to hear a Cake fan because I love
My 6th grade talent show, I did. It's all Fashion Nugget. The Distance.
the distance.
Yeah, I sung that in my
It's going for
talent show.
speed.
Yeah,
Wow.
yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah,
That
dude.
was good of you
I
to
like
keep
that
it real
song.
simple.
What a dick.
Bobby Slap Steven, F you.
What did you play in your talent? Y'all played talent show, did you not?
The first talent show that I played guitar in, I played by myself, and I played Pure Massacre by Silverchair.
He sure
Yeah,
did.
you didn't win.
7th grade.
Yeah.
Kalamazoo.
Yeah, I guess that was 7th
It
grade.
was.
Yeah.
I remember. I was there.
Because 7th graders are going, what the fuck? Anybody had a clue what the Yeah. fuck I was playing.
Can I go home? I had that album. I was a big Silverchair fan. I like the second album, Freak Show, as well.
I love Silverchair.
Freak Show's a
Symmetry
killer
was-
album.
Symmetry was one of my favorite songs. It's really Cemetery, but I like the way they say it.
No slack will be cut.
You know what?
I don't.
Parkway Drive has a song called Cemetery Bloom off the new record, and they actually pronounce it differently. Australians, man.
Aussies.
Live in a cemetery.
Symmetry.
Aussies, dude. Aussies.
All right, Sean. So you play bass.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. What? Go
Who?
Millennial Sean.
Millennial Sean.
There you go.
You play bass.
What's your name now?
When did you start playing?
I guess I picked up a bass
Yesterday?
freshman or sophomore year.
It's like 2 years ago.
It's almost 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he's the one that brought that like really expensive bass and then dropped it like the first time he come over, right?
Close. It was so
Almost
close.
dropped it?
Yeah, I didn't have strap locks at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell me. Yeah, I know,
It
you were
was like
we were
my
at KK's
first or
that
second-
day when I bought
yeah.
Hope her birthday present. You were telling me about he bought that
Oh,
bass.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It
I
did
was
strap locks.
so scared. Oh,
You gotta have strap locks, man.
It's like, you know,
Ernie Ball for the win.
So when did you get the call to join the super group?
Actually, the only reason I know these guys is by a slim chance when I was
Desperation.
15, I guess.
And we were all like 35.
So it was 4 years ago.
Yes.
It was that van. God, you snared one.
Hey, I know you're giving away free hugs.
I was trying to give away free candy and shit, and I see the kid with the bass. I was like, hey.
Hey,
You want to play with us?
Anyways.
we'll get some gauges in those ears and get you in the band.
Grow your hair.
Anyways.
Oh, shit.
I was in a.
Filming you since you were 12. I had no idea.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
Or it gets the hose
Y'all are
again.
making this way bad.
Of
Anyway,
course.
It's okay, you're
Have you heard
moisturized.
the
Go
show?
ahead.
Bro,
The correct answer is yes. You have heard the show. Thank
All
you.
the time.
Long
time.
actually was in a band with one of his buddies way back when. Anyways, and we were in a band for like 6 months or so.
Way back when?
Way back
question
when,
mark.
man, it was
Yeah,
forever
I'm
ago. It was
23.
crazy.
Way back
No,
then.
way back when? Question mark. Way back when?
Like 8 years ago.
Dude, I got a shirt older than you.
I have several shirts older than
No kidding. I got a Michael Jordan baseball jersey
My
in there. That's older
Facebook
than
profile
This
older than
fleece
that.
is older
I didn't
than
realize
you.
this was roast the millennial Sean Day.
Oh, honey.
That's all good.
I'm just glad you're younger than
Kevin and
me.
I have been friends on Facebook almost that long.
This is true.
Our anniversary came up this week.
How
It did.
exciting.
Aw.
Yeah.
Hey,
like-
I think I hearted that
I should
for
take
you.
you out to dinner or
I feel
something.
like I owe you one, bro.
Happy Kevin and Tuesday.
Dayton.
Yeah. You serious?
Hey, Jeremy. Hey,
mean,
Boog.
it's getting
Hey,
serious.
Frez. Hey, Jason
Hey,
Stacy.
Queefa.
Y'all are
Hey,
weird.
Queefa.
Casey Connor says,
We are
shout out
weird. We're really
to
weird.
Hargrove.
So you got the call.
Yeah, I got the call and he messaged me. He was like, "Hey, one of my buddies said you played bass and we'd like you to come check us out." This is 5 years later, obviously.
Right.
So I came to a practice just like he did, listened to it, super cool. Played a song, Steven was impressed. Cool. I'm in the band.
That's all
So,
she
all
wrote.
right, let me ask
Kevin,
Kevin and
decision
Steven
every
this
chance.
question. When these guys came and they played a song, did y'all play one of your songs? Did you play like a cover song?
Yeah, it came off
That-
the EP. Yeah.
And they
Actually,
they both actually nailed it, apparently.
I wanted Logan in the
Two talented guys right here, man.
yeah,
Amazing.
like
They're
retarded talented. I wanted Logan when ADS was a thing, but I'm not going to get into why that wasn't able to happen. It was just
Thanks for that.
no, it just
That sounds like a 20-minute
no, it just-
conversation, man.
No, but it just
After
it,
the break.
it worked out for the best, and he went through hell trying to work with a second guitar player in ADS.
You said
so-
that out loud. That's awesome.
I'd always had Logan in mind, and he just so happened to upload some videos to
Amber Alert.
Facebook.
I got it, too.
I was gonna say, I
Rockwood,
hear
Tennessee,
something.
Amber
I think
Alert.
everyone's getting it.
Amber Alert.
Well, I mean, I'm
Is there a
sharing it.
coincidence? Sean goes outside and there's an Amber Alert?
I
Yeah,
have-
but
Or
you're
your
here.
clean shavenness.
I've turned off my Amber Alert, so
But I was
don't-
about to walk outside. It's like they know.
They do know.
Yeah.
Would
FBI
you
knows
drive
that
here?
this
Let's
You're
bitch
let
go
loose
check
in the wild.
his.
Is that your panel van outside?
Somebody check his van.
That was bull.
So that was bulls.
Wait a minute.
And he had his pajamas on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
but,
ruining your story. Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
had he had just happened to post some videos, and it was him playing on acoustic. He wasn't even playing metal. And I think because I came to Steven, because I don't think that I had ever done that, and been like, hey, I think we need to bring him in, and like we need to see if he's interested and get him in here. And Steven heard some of the picking because Logan was playing some metal on acoustic, and you could hear the picking, which, you know, in metal, that's extremely important, like picking patterns and shit like that. And which we don't ever have anybody come out and bring a guitar and try to fucking play along at a practice.
Right.
Because that's just pointless. Like, come hang out, meet all the guys, make sure that you like what's going on.
Check the
and then-
atmosphere out.
Yeah.
See if you like the music. See if you're digging the vibe. That's got to be first, whether you've got the talent or not. If you got talent, that doesn't matter if you're not enjoying.
If you
what
don't,
you're playing.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
If you can't gel with
Exactly.
those around you, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I would just like to point out that we spent all that time in the previous band trying to find people. Logan comes on board, makes things happen, and then brings Sean in. And just like that, we had a second guitar player and a bass player.
Yeah.
And not just people to fill the spot, like,
Not warm bodies.
yeah, two talented motherfuckers. And they brought so much to the new EP. Like, honestly, without them, it wouldn't have happened.
Oh, that's.
That's sweet.
I gotta go cry real quick.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm
catch
just
your
saying.
tear.
I'm just
You're
saying. I
tearing
mean,
up, brother.
No,
it's not like, you know, me, Steven, and Chris didn't put in some work, but these guys
Right.
worked their fucking asses off,
Well,
man.
and to compare that
Yeah.
first EP, all the guitar and bass was done by me and written by me. these
What's
guys
up,
come in
Jennifer?
and I wrote two songs on this one, and you guys wrote all the rest of them. You know, and I'm
Wow.
just playing their shit. So, I mean, that's how much of a flip flop it was because they're fantastic. If phenomenal, why not let them? Why not let it out?
Obviously, made your life in the band easier.
Hell yes,
Bloody
took a
yes.
huge load off my shoulders.
Yeah, I can imagine. Did their musical influences or what they played, did that play anything into?
This guy joined the band, and he plays in a very, very similar style that I do. You know, so
It was I was told I was been in a couple other projects and never did anything much, and a guy that they know, Dave Summers.
Yeah,
we had
Dave.
Shout out, Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Check this group out that I was in. We was getting ready to try to record something and stuff, and first thing Dave said to me when he heard me play, he said, "Well, do you know Stephen Hargrove?" And I was like, I've heard the name, I've listened to Another Dead Saint and stuff. He's like, dude, y'all were like a match made in heaven. Like, if anything happens with this, if they're looking, you definitely need to hit them guys up,
That's awesome.
And then when I did, I come out and I sat there, they played through their set that they had on the board. I mean, the guys was determined and they no horsing around. I mean, when they're in the band space, it's
No four
The
horsing
killer thing
around,
about Logan
especially.
is he come in and he never played to a metronome, a click, you know, and that is our
Proud of
primary
you.
focus. You know, to really tighten things up, you have to play at a specific timing. And he come in, and that wasn't an aspect of his guitar playing. Within 6 months, this guy's playing to a click, and that's because he just took what he already knew and he pushed himself to fine tune it. And it's
Hone that
fucking
skill.
Awesome, man.
Yes,
He
yes,
did,
yes.
and he.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to play to a click.
Yeah, I played guitar for 14, 13 years, and never had a metronome on ever.
Especially when you're
Wow.
sprung upon it like that.
Yeah, and then I
So
come
then
in
when
here
we
and
come
we're
in,
like,
he's like, okay, you got to learn these songs, but you have to learn them while
You have to learn them at
listening to
190,
this
sorry.
metronome.
Yeah.
Click,
click, click, click, click, click, click, click, click, click. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? How are you counting this? Like, what's
Play this
going
song
on?
with
Like,
this beep.
You're too fast. You're too slow. You're too fast. You're too slow. And it was frustrating. Don't get me wrong, but I enjoyed that because when I was younger in my teens and learning picking the guitar up, I was so thrived on it. Well, the older I got, the more comfortable I got with my own style, and then joining this group and having to learn to play with a metronome and pick up their little things and stuff pushed me to be a better guitar player and to learn. And that drive came back. I loved the music. The guys was killer. And what was it, 6 months into it, we had y'all sit down, me and Sean, and we were going out to the borough, playing shows and stuff. So, and
just to point out, that is freaking phenomenal to be able to get two guys in there, two new guys, and have this whole EP laid down, written and everything, and to be able to play a show 6 months after they join, it's never happened in my musical career.
I would just like to point out that we've not even been a band officially for 2 years yet, and our second EP is about to drop.
We haven't even been a full
Hell
official
yes.
band for a year yet.
yeah,
That's pretty good.
That's pretty
It
solid,
was
yeah.
Yeah.
February.
What's
end
up,
of
Matters?
February
Yeah, February will be a year for me.
for him, and then January 3rd, like I said, will be a year for me. So
I gotta go tinker
So
again.
under a year, and we just
Yeah.
got.
I'm
done
sorry, Logan.
recording an EP.
I'm sorry.
Jonathan Martin wants to give a shout out to his millennial Sean Davis.
Yes! Awesome.
Well, I went to school with John.
Uncle
Yes.
Jonathan.
His Misty was a year
Oh,
older than
hey,
us.
if y'all need any chicken wings, anything smoked, he's the man to talk to. Yes,
I've
he
seen
will
his
smoke
stuff on
you
Facebook.
anything.
Looks good.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
All right, let's get you some gun to the head questions here, Sean.
Oh, man, okay.
Oh, you all right?
I'm
That's right.
thinking.
Hey, here comes Backstreet. What-
It's okay to like Britney Spears. I'm with you.
yeah, you're good.
You'll find out momentarily.
He cut
Or
his
Eminem.
Bruno Timberlake.
Who's your
I like
your,
JT.
your
Yeah.
main
Who can sing?
He can.
your main influence as far as bass goes?
Flea.
Flea?
I
That's a good-
love the groove. That's why I play bass. I actually started playing music when I was in 6th grade. I joined band. So, I mean, music has always been a thing for me. But as far as bass-wise, Flea, I love the funk, the groove that he has. Every song he rocks, it's a groovy. Are we doing top 5, I guess?
Yeah.
That's why he said, "What's your
You've
top?"
got
Oh, did you say that? My bad.
Yeah.
It's the question, bro.
You're second.
Millennial, sorry.
They have a hard time with
The
it.
ages have got his
That
It's
ADHD is
extra
kicking
long.
in.
Yeah.
I love Geddy Lee. Rush is amazing.
Geddy
I
Lee,
love
yeah.
Geddy Lee. He's
Yeah.
good.
yes.
Wow. Look at you. Look at you go.
Victor Wooten. I wish to put out a solo album like he will. You know what I mean? He's a phenomenal solo bassist. That's 3. Oh, Cliff Burton. Oh my, yeah, Metallica. Sorry.
Yeah, you had to do that.
Yeah, that was.
I hope to learn Orion one day. Them bass solos are phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Man, my kid loves that song. That's good.
Number 5.
Bootsy Collins.
No clay.
I'm not trying to disrespect that, but he is a good bassist.
Yeah,
but man,
Bootsy's-
the disco in that era wasn't for me. Sorry.
No Claypool.
But
My name is Mud.
So Britt says,
amazing.
"Tell my guys I love him. They are doing great." So,
who was that from?
Britt,
That's my woman.
you're gorgeous, by the way. I just gotta say, I friended you, so be my friend.
you were
'cause
I'm
you're
still
pretty.
trying to figure out how the fuck that happened, but she's like the female version of me, which is probably
It's weird.
the scariest statement made of the entire night.
I like it.
She's a lot cooler.
She's bring on the female version. She's so much cooler than you are, Kevin.
Yeah.
But you are still a cool guy.
You
I
just
know,
got
you
so
better.
too much props.
So
Number
much cooler
5.
than you.
I'm cool, but I'm not allowed near
Stephen Harris.
Steve Harris up top.
That
Fucking
Oh,
made.
I wish I
top
could
shelf.
play bass with only 2 fingers, but I have to use 3. I'm sorry, Steve Harris.
That's a good top 5, man. Good job. What's
Not
your
bad.
You did better than me.
I don't know about
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah,
I
disagree.
like the top five.
You don't play
Those
bass.
answers he just
Yeah.
Googled.
Oh, he said.
That's why I went to-
What would the
That's why I
typical
went to P.
bassist say? His top 5 bassists.
He's been to P twice since he answered that question. That's what he's
Told
doing.
you, I've been working on it.
Yeah.
I've been working on it.
What's your top 5 favorite bands?
Obviously, Chili Peppers. Top 5 favorite bands. I love of Massa Men.
Excellent band.
I love that band.
Yes.
Austin Carlisle has
yeah.
done a lot for me. I might say Led Zeppelin too. I love the blues. I'm actually a blues player. This is my first metal project. I love metal, but I've always loved the blues.
You look like a blues guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you just call Led Zeppelin blues?
Oh, Alice in Chains. Love the grunge.
Yeah, Alice in Chains is awesome. Still are. I love Alice
Oh
in
yeah,
Chains.
of course. That's a hard question. That really is. Oh, I mean, I love Tool.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
All the tooling. Yeah.
Damn.
No, Justin Chancellor's phenomenal.
That's 5.
Was that 5?
You did good.
Oh,
You did good,
Well
man.
done. Good job.
Yeah,
Millennial
yeah.
Sean.
He definitely Googled. Yeah,
Millennial
no,
Sean.
counting or listening or math.
Nah, potato.
Potatoes. Amanda.
Potato, whatever.
Yeah. All right, guys. You did good on those questions, by the way. Now, just say they struggled too because they didn't know I was going to ask that question,
Right.
and they were like, "Oh shit, dickhead! Wow, you asked some questions."
Now I gotta think. I
So
can't
if you
do
weren't
it.
asked that question, you could answer that
Yeah.
in like 30 seconds. Like once you're asked the question, you're like, shit.
But you know, the thing is, it changed.
I have at least 30 bands in my top 10.
I love it.
Easily.
Great answer.
I got
Great answer.
like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of not being good at math, but
30.
But it's like we were talking when they were on the last time. Is that'll if I ask you that question next week, it might change.
It could change tomorrow.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It could change in an hour,
It
depending
really
on the
could.
mood you're in.
Because we do this
very
question with everybody, and sometimes I went around and said, "Hey, what's yours?" And then his has changed completely. Like the 5 he
I'm
gave
pretty
me.
sure yesterday Roy Orbison was my favorite band.
See, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
I'm just really confused.
That's Otis Redding, but yeah,
That was a
nice try.
that's a good band. All right, so we got some a new EP coming out.
Yeah, new tunes.
Yeah, how many songs gonna be on this one?
6.
6.
Yep.
What defines an EP versus an LP or?
Like,
Okay, you ready?
Oh,
No, you ready for the
Millennial Sean.
Are you
Millennial
ready?
Sean.
You're about to be taught something today, son.
You gonna learn
So an
today.
LP, back in the day, they used to make them on these. They're called vinyls, actually.
Yeah, we've heard of them.
And you play them with a needle.
Millennial was saying this.
Anyways, an EP I think is what a band has to offer to the world. A demo I think is just more of.
So it's like
hey,
an
we play
electronic
music. Listen,
playlist.
This is what, huh?
It's an electronic
This is him guessing on the fly.
No, this is not
Yeah,
guessing.
this is great.
This is an educated guess.
Did you go to school in
think he just
Lynchburg?
wanted to
Because
say
I
he
did,
knew it.
and I've heard people in Lynchburg say that shit.
Talking to a bunch of people
I'm
that,
just saying.
have records at home right now. Like, I have a needle at home that I play my vinyl
Me
on.
too.
I wasn't sure where that was going, Derek, and I'm glad that you said
But
mine.
I don't have
Because,
a
buddy, I
spoon.
was worried. I was worried.
Oh.
An EP is
EP's early
basically
production.
it's not a full length
I
album.
think, honestly, it has to do with the length of the album.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically not
Um,
full production.
I was just
It
trying
is
to let a band member answer that.
Yeah.
I already know the answer, and he failed.
basically.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm going to learn something today. I'm
gonna be-
It should It should basically stand for efficient production because it's
Efficient.
cheaper and we can't fucking afford to do a full length album. For
real.
So how about
Here's-
that?
Yeah, that's very
Here's
good
my
answer.
thing. I don't
So
think
for
I don't
us, it's
think-
going to be efficient production. There you go.
There you
I don't
go.
think that it benefits bands anymore to put out necessarily a full length album, because people today, like, their attention spans are like here,
Drop those
because
singles.
there's so much music everywhere.
Well, let me ask
So-
you guys this: how many times have you guys sit down and listen to
An entire
a band's entire album?
No. When's the last time
Lately.
you bought a CD?
All week this
Whoa,
week,
that's
I
an
listened to
entirely
nothing
different
but
conversation. I love
When was
buying.
the last time you bought a
Complete
CD?
Darkness.
Eminem.
I want to say something
Oh, well.
and
All of the
stereotype
bands.
You buy
people,
Kamikaze?
and I don't like to stereotype people, but the
Yes.
average person don't
It's
really
alright.
do that.
I thought it
don't.
was excellent.
I
was
mean,
pretty
I
good,
talk to guys at work
Kamikaze?
all the time.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
meet
it was
people
kind
that
of
say, "Oh,
it was kind of a return to form.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
Hey.
on,
I agree with you.
such and such
I don't-
FM.
And I will
agree
state
with
this
you.
right now.
Right.
The
That's the
microphone's
thing.
picking
I'm
up.
not the
He's the
average
fucking
person.
goat,
Fact,
man.
there's
There's no doubt about that.
I
Rock
don't like
stations these days.
You don't like Eminem?
They
Yeah.
all play the
Liked
same
him,
old
but
shit
I like
from the
Kamikaze.
90s and
I've never.
Yes.
Yeah, never.
the,
Curtain
liked
Call's
it.
my
biggest
favorite.
rock station
Yeah.
around.
My
here
favorite
still
is the
plays
first Marshall Mathers
60,
LP.
70.
Oh, I like the second
I
one.
think
Yeah.
I think that's probably one
Sorry.
of the greatest
We're not
rap
talking about
albums
Eminem.
of all time. Like,
Yeah.
I would put. I'm gonna get stabbed for this.
No,
Probably.
you're not.
I would put the Marshall Mathers LP right there next to the Chronic, the original Chronic from
Oh,
Dr.
you
Dre.
fuck you. You're fucking dead as fuck.
That's some heat.
Here it comes. I got
Everybody
I got the Swiss
Everybody's
Army
slapping
ball
you on
opener.
Facebook right now.
Are you
Leave it
serious?
to Eli to have the tiniest blade in the room.
Yeah, that's right. Just like. Well, never mind.
Hey, I tell you what, I would still
That's
put.
what she said.
I would still put the Chronic #1, but like the Marshall Mathers LP is a close #2.
Man, I like
name
the
the-
second one over the first
Name
one.
the first
though.
NWA album?
Here's
Interesting. I was
here's
saying
why I
that
like the
NWA.
Marshall Mathers LP.
Break
The
yourself.
Slim Shady EP was kind of comical, but somehow he honed in on the anger and shit like that, and he just did not give a fuck.
I like his
and
dark
that's
shit.
what I loved about it. The
Yeah.
moment that the little the
He-
public service announcement kicks in and then "Kill You" starts, and
Yeah.
I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
And I just sit back, dude,
He's
and
not
it's
spit
just
on onion rings
When
anymore.
he was
He's
pissed off and
fucking.
fucked up on drugs.
Yes.
He was at his best. Like
gonna
he
cut
started
you.
getting sober and all sappy. It's terrible.
I know.
when
Yeah.
he's going,
yeah,
I thought he was terrible when he started doing that.
Yeah.
Not fair.
Anyway.
Yeah, that, I mean, yeah.
I think
But his
Recovery
newest
is
one
an
is
amazing
really
album.
good.
So
I actually like
Yes.
that song. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie.
Recovery is
albums
like
ago.
I don't
yeah.
like Rehab. Rehab can no.
Anyway,
Rehab
that
can-
conversation just went somewhere else.
Oh no, and I'm totally in
That's
on
what's
this
great
because
about
we
it,
talk
you know
about
what I mean?
Eminem, and y'all can talk about Eminem. So yes, it's something I can talk about. Sorry, go ahead.
no, are you okay?
I'm done. I'm good.
Hey,
Next.
She loves some Eminem.
Yeah.
Where
like,
this EP, like where the songs, where the influences come from? Is it similar to the last one? Is it totally different? How's the feeling?
Completely different. Like I said, these guys had a lot of input on this new one, so it went in a little bit of a different direction. And we pushed it. We pushed ourselves to get it out there. Like I said, these guys hadn't even been in the band a year yet, so we set a date, and man, I tell you, it was the hardest grind that I've ever done because in the past it's always been, stretching things out way too far. When we got these guys in and they were doing so well, all this material come out, and we just set a date and said, okay, we're gonna make damn sure that we're ready. The week before the weekend that we started tracking and recording, this guy come over on Wednesday. We had 2.5 songs that still hadn't been written.
no, 3.5 songs.
That hadn't been written lyrically. Oh gosh. So
Oh, shit.
we grinded out for like 4 or 5 hours, just sitting there writing, and even some of the parts were written in the studio while tracking vocals. So,
Wow.
I had all the choruses written. A lot of the vocals that you hear on the EP, I didn't even get a chance to rehearse them. I went in there and he and I had brief conversations because he was sitting in the room when I was recording, and it was just kind of like, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna go. I was like, I'm gonna try this. Then he like, why don't you try this? And you know, I have picked it apart and picked it apart. I'm my own worst critic anyway, but I think there's something to be said about on the fly like that. I've never done that. Never done that.
Well, we really pushed ourselves hard on this one, and I think we took Kevin out of his comfort zone, but there's so many different variations of the way he sings on this new EP that are different from the other, and a step above, you know. And when we first started getting some of the rough stuff back to listen to, you know, Kevin starts sweating because he's like, man, I just don't know. I don't know. But it's, like I said, it's completely different and a step beyond what we had. So you'll hear a lot of different vocal arrangements and stuff like that that's above and beyond, I think. But that's a matter of opinion. So
Yeah.
Question? I'm just curious. I know you two guys are new. Prior to these two, how long had the band been together?
we started officially January 1st of 2017.
17. So a year or so before these guys came on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
How's the dynamic
Okay.
personally between you all? I mean,
I
do
love
you guys
all-
like
I
hang
love all
out,
you
or you know? And I've never been in a band, so I don't
Well,
really know.
basically, we're all old except for him, so we don't have any time to hang out other than
Right.
scheduled practices.
You know
and
what?
stuff.
So, like, to answer that honestly and seriously, I have been in multiple
Yes, we
bands
do.
for, let's see, I'm 40 years old, so I've been in multiple bands for 20, 21 years of my life, and the same thing for this guy. I have never been in a band with dudes that number one, are as talented, and I don't mean that in any disrespect to any former members that might be watching, but also how well all of our personalities
when
just
Kevin was in
gel.
other bands, he hung out with you guys. That's all I'm saying. Let's just spit it out, bro.
No, but I'm just saying
That's what's
that
up.
that was my question.
Yeah.
Is you
It's,
guys gel
it's-
outside of?
That's what's
Yeah.
amazing
Making the
about
music.
it is the age differences
Very
and the fact that that's not an issue. It hasn't been an issue. Like you would think the lifestyles would be extremely, extremely different, and we just wouldn't be able to hang out and
Right,
you
jail.
It just,
Yeah.
exactly. But it
It's-
does. It does. These guys are. I mean,
It's super awesome being the young guy of the band because, well,
you're not old?
my dad's 2 years older than him. He actually knew Chris, our drummer.
I really
grew
do
up with
lose
him.
sight of the fact that they're so
Wow.
much younger than us.
Yeah, it's-
except for when we're busting their balls. for
It's
being
not a
younger.
problem, you know what I mean? Well, Kevin probably gets his
That's
balls
fair.
busted most of all, you know what I mean?
Understood.
Just
Yeah.
Kevin does
Baby
get his
face,
balls busted
yeah.
most of all.
And probably-
Always. Since I've known him.
Yeah, that
It's
hasn't,
he deserves
that hasn't
every-
slowed up. I promise.
I was like 21 whenever I first met Derek.
Bro, yeah.
We rode in the store, we were jamming some Deftones,
Good times.
hammered as shit, and we should not have been going to the store.
I was not.
Yeah, you were wearing
I was
diapers,
the sober
Millennial
driver
Sean.
for Kevin.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I think, did you drive or did I drive?
Kevin might have drove.
I was the DD, but Kevin still drove.
Kevin, you've always been a cool guy, but that was literally like I was 18 or 19 when I met you.
But I'd like to put out one other little thing. How many bands?
Put it up. Put it up.
No.
It's a baby.
How many bands can get other new members in the band and not even have to audition other people? Like the first people that come into the band
You know they're the guy.
to do stuff, like it
kismet.
works immediately.
This was
Like
meant to happen. It
that
Oh, so
never
they were
fucking
the first
happens.
two? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
When we were in here the last time, remember we had
Mm-hmm.
told you that we had decided against having another guitarist, and we were going to do backing tracks for the
Right.
other guitar parts.
That
I
was a
did
nightmare.
On the EP,
Oh, I was
EP
trying.
and stuff.
That was awful trying to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, so
Well, so there's that.
There's that.
There's
yeah.
that.
Wow. So
great.
so these two came in. Noah just boom auditioned once. They're like, oh, that's
you
the
know,
guys.
man. Like I've been playing a long time, and like he said, we had troubles in ADS with members and stuff like that. It was a fucking revolving door.
Right.
Yeah, because after
This
my
is very
first
true.
time meeting them and going out there and jamming with them, you know, of course, their music was on Spotify
And
and,
we've seen
everything. And
every scenario, like this one's strung out, this one's in jail all the time. Or, you know,
oh yeah, I bet.
It,
Man,
for
y'all
one
told me
reason or
stories, you know,
another,
it's like-
we'd been through a lot. Let's just say that.
Right.
And when these guys walked in and jammed, for the
Everything
first
fell
time,
into place.
We knew, yeah.
Fell.
Fair.
Whisper louder. I can't hear you.
It's because I wasn't talking to you.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, yeah, you're good.
You're golden,
So you,
brother.
you guys did
Actually,
not.
if you'll just slide back some,
Yeah.
that would be great.
You don't have to lean up.
loud.
Sean's like, hey, hey.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
yeah, you
You
just
could, like,
fucked up my levels.
Sit in your
I'm sorry.
car, we could probably
I'm fired. I'm fired.
It's all good.
You guys, you didn't know each other, and everything just gelled, fell into
We
place.
knew each
Really
other
did,
without knowing each other.
I knew
you know
of
what I mean?
Logan, but had never. I think I came out to a party that he had out at his mom's
Halloween
place,
party.
where a former band of his played. Because another, well, we're not really friends anymore, and I'm not going to get into that either. But he came out there, but apparently, just a little bit of like David was saying that I was starting all kinds of shit. And I'm like, I don't even know what you like.
I messaged you, didn't I?
Yeah, you were like, hey man, like what's going on? Like Logan was like, were you talking shit? I was like, no, I was not talking shit.
His big ass comes.
Hey, Steve Jernigan.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
gonna.
If his big ass
I'm-
comes towards me, it's
Logan
talking
is a
shit.
big guy.
Yeah, and he's got a beautiful man beard.
I'm talking
I mean,
shit at all.
His wife, his wife,
Yo, made me get up.
his wife. Like
Watch your ankles.
I had known his wife previously before I met him.
Oh, yeah.
Jokingly that night, Natasha's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" I'm like, "I'm here to steal Logan."
Yeah, she told me that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was a bit of foreshadowing.
When is the EP release?
We haven't set a date yet. We're actually going to release a single.
Hopefully before the end of the year, but we'll see.
Steve, when will you let me hear something new?
Tonight.
I think
Whenever
we
you
should
come
go
to the
out
house.
tonight. No,
Yeah.
we can check it out. As a matter of fact,
so-
one of these
After
guys
party.
would get out their phone and email just one copy of one of the songs. Could you play 30 seconds to
Absolutely.
45 seconds of?
Yeah, we can do
Yeah.
that.
So there you go. What do you guys think?
Are you
Y'all want to hear something heavy? You want to
Yeah.
hear something radio friendly?
Send it to me.
Let's
You want to hear something with a solo? What do you want
What
to
do
hear?
you,
Don't
Your
do
favorite?
It. Don't do it.
Whoa!
We have one with an acoustic guitar on
Stop
there.
yelling.
So,
Let's do.
Stop yelling.
Out of the darkness.
okay.
Okay, let's do what Kevin wants.
what was your
Let's
suggestion?
do what Kevin says because
No. What was your suggestion? What would you like
All
to
I'm
hear?
gonna say is, we're trying to do something for the masses. What do
It's
you
the
think?
most accessible track.
So
There you go.
And now what I was going to finish saying was, let's do what Kevin says because I guarantee he's on the same mindset I am.
Awesome.
That's where.
Okay, so
Let's widespread
I
this
think.
shit.
Sorry, Derek.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Second
That's freaking
verse,
scary. Y'all don't-
second verse, chorus,
Why
and
are
then
you
the
sorry that we're linking
solo,
up?
or
Actually, I'm just gonna send.
I'm sorry.
Who do I need to send this
you
to?
know what? Just open
Me.
it up from the beginning of the track and play about 30 or 45 seconds. That'd be cool.
Do you have it on your phone?
Just play it. Stick
Yeah,
to
Stick
that's
the
what
microphone
we'll.
and play it.
Yeah. Well, I'll mute.
Come
I'll
on,
mute
I don't
all
wanna
of
sound like
them.
shit, or
No,
No, it sounds fine.
it will. It'll be
Okay.
okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna mute everything, and then we're gonna do it.
everything.
Actually, I'm just gonna start it from the top and let it roll, and then we can just cut it off whenever.
I think that's what we just established. 2 seconds.
I didn't. I totally fucking missed that, dude. I totally fucking missed that.
Totally fucking missed that.
It was a good idea though.
That's a great idea, Kevin.
Whoever thought Steven would be the voice of reason in this fucking group? Not me.
Let me know when you're ready, and I will mute everything so that we just have. You
I
can
think
sit
we
down.
just established
All
that.
right.
Oh, okay.
I sat down all day at work.
All right. So, are we good?
On my face.
Still work though.
Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Let me do something right quick. Let me turn on my do not disturb. So.
Are you texting somebody? We're trying to do some shit here. Make.
No, I'm not. I'm turning. That way it'll play and it doesn't get interrupted. I don't text anybody because nobody likes me.
I like the Kevin.
No, if anything, it wouldn't be a text. It would be a selfie from the same position. He takes all the rest of the selfie.
First of
you
all-
guys are friends with him on Facebook, and it's all like,
I got my,
that's it. Travis goes,
Hey,
oh,
right there.
I got my Star Wars cap on.
My Star Wars cap got stolen at a show.
I feel like it was
That's
for
not
the
cool.
better.
I feel like it was left drunkenly at a show.
Same thing.
You
It's
put
like
it.
a tomato.
What you did is you left it by your beers by Steven, and he threw it.
Actually,
Probably.
Sean hit the nail on the head. I imagine this. I drank some beers at a show, was a little buzzed,
That's
and,
not
and,
hard
I,
to
and I
imagine.
tossed my hat to the side, and it was gone. It was gone.
Some group you picked it up. Are you ready?
You got.
Someone has a
Let's wait till
shrine
Steven
to
gets
I
in
like
here.
this story
Oh,
better.
okay.
Let me ask
yeah.
you guys a question. Do y'all drink while you play?
Hold on. I actually
You don't. You seem
I-
like a responsible one, Logan.
I limit myself because I know about
You want a
where
beer?
Body armor.
That's drinking body armor.
I know about what I can have to where I can still do what I need to do. And
Right.
I
That's a
don't,
talent.
I don't go over that.
I'm not.
I'm a
mastered
goddamn
that.
liar, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking get smashed. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I literally like pace it a little bit. What's bad is when you show up to the venue at 6 o'clock, 5 or 6 o'clock, and you don't play till 10 or 10:30, and you're like,
4 hours, man, get fucked up.
yeah, hell, 30 minutes, I can make it happen.
That's what she said.
Anyway,
No, that's 5 minutes.
That ain't
3
what she,
minutes.
that ain't what she
Yeah.
said. No, you
Get
followed
that door.
30 seconds.
She was on a man.
it's like an Arctic blast coming through here.
Hey, did you? Arctic vortex is an actual weather phenomenon. Did y'all know that? I know we're
Yes.
from. You did?
Of course we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I've flown over it in Chicago when it happened.
Oh my god!
No, I was actually at my mom's house. Like, I guess a year and a half ago.
you
We
watching
were watching the news, and they were like, blah 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 blah. Arctic vortex. I was like, whoa.
Buddy,
What is
that is my
Arctic
foot.
vortex?
I've flown over the Arctic vortex, so yes.
I have flown over the big ocean too, so it's okay.
Yeah.
He just, it's okay.
It's
I know.
okay.
It's okay.
Girl, Michaela,
Hey,
Calm down. Calm down.
calm down.
All right,
You
Go put it
ready?
in the stand.
Ready? Hang on.
Give me a sound check. Like someone talk from that microphone.
Hello?
Alright. You don't talk anymore.
I think it's that one.
Ever.
It's both. They're on the same channel, so y'all just.
let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Let me put it back. We can discuss those things.
That's bad, dude. And that is absolutely radio friendly. Like, that is.
Y'all.
Yeah.
I
man.
just
That's awesome.
want to tune your guitars and shit when you make it, bro. I just want to go on the road and tune your instruments.
Yeah, anybody that wants to go, come on in.
Just let me
Like
hear.
it's one of
I would
us
just
all
sit and
around.
hang out
I've
and get
been
paid.
following you since
Yeah.
high school. I deserve to tune your instruments, bro.
I
on.
saved your life.
You did. Yes, that happened.
So, I mean, I think.
I mean,
Is there a story
We
there?
just met.
I come and got you.
So.
Yes, you did.
So
being
F the
there
F
also.
off. I'm
So-
tuning instruments.
So, y'all pay me like, in beer to interview before the shows, and then let me
Hell
sell your
yeah.
t-shirts.
I'm a
That's
great
cool. We can do
project
that. We can do
manager.
that.
So
I'll tell you what I
can just
dig
keep y'all
is
in mind.
when you guys were listening to that, every one of them, other than Kevin, because he's holding the phone up, but everybody was like,
Strum it, yeah.
everybody was
Oh, yeah.
strumming,
Y'all were
tapping
all
their foot,
into
you know what I mean? You guys were
Yeah.
all kind of
Yeah,
feeling
it's,
it. You know
it's
what I
like-
mean?
it goes back to that metronome. Like
Yeah.
after so long of playing to a metronome, like
See, I don't know what
it's
that is.
ingrained in your mind.
A click track, like
Beats per minute, BPM.
Okay, yeah,
Ah.
like on drumline.
that was actually one of the songs that
Go run?
I had written long
What?
before we went into the studio. So it wasn't one of
Yes,
those that's
if
rough.
you run.
By the
if
way,
you
I would like
run
to point
and
something
you run
out.
to something at
There's
a
a
steady
a
tempo.
double
Yes.
You will
solo
run the same tempo because
Okay.
on
you
the
will
song.
adapt
Steven
to
does
that
a
tempo.
solo.
That's why
Logan
the
does a
military
solo.
does cadence.
Yes.
How about
Precisely.
that?
Yes.
Precisely.
This song absolutely made me want to go run. Like legit.
Okay, well.
And I like me some cadence.
Well, see that is the lighter side of our stuff. We've got a lot of the clean singing and rhythm, melody. I meant, but we also have some really nasty stuff on there too, because we all like the heavy stuff.
Basically,
Who doesn't like breakdowns?
I would say that the more like the melodic stuff is probably more melodic, and you hear us go in a different direction. But the heavier stuff on this is way heavier than anything that we did on the first EP, and somehow, like, which we're not reinventing the wheel, anything like that, but somehow we're honing in on like our sound, I guess,
particular
like,
style,
like a niche, and I think that
we're kind of wedging ourselves somewhere in between being able to be played on the radio and being super heavy, you know. So,
which is probably a pretty difficult line to find, I'm assuming. In the heavy metal realm.
I guess
what I mean?
not. If you, I don't know. I guess the mindset is different for us because we all come from such different backgrounds, I guess, and we try to include something for everybody in our music. So it's appealing to everyone because we like everything. Like earlier, I wasn't kidding about Roy Orbison. I was actually jamming Roy Orbison.
Sure.
Steve was jamming Maroon 5.
Yeah, hey, that's my guilty pleasure. I love Maroon 5. So,
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
We've
100%.
come to the same agreement. It needs to be different. You don't want to have the same song on an EP or an album, CD, anything that's like.
and there's not bands out there that are doing that.
You
A
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
bands are either latching on,
But
they're
this,
latching on to
every
this.
track you hear on this new stuff it's every one of them different. Like not one of them sounds nothing like the other one, and that goes back to, like he said, the age difference, the influence difference, and because some of us is like, hey, let's write a song that's more radio friendly, and then depending on moods, we're death metal. You know what I mean? It's just like it's back and forth. It's
Well, I would think that's kind of, and I know nothing about music. I'm the least musical person on the panel here, but I would think that that's the way to go, is to kind of appeal to different kind of audiences and stuff like that. I mean, I think that's
he's got literally
what would make
full
you
there, bro.
successful. You know
I'm
what
sure.
I'm saying?
I'm sure Travis will give you some.
Ton of Bud Light in there on the bottom shelf. Ton of Bud Light.
I gotta go take a 10.
Provided by Joe Floyd and Samantha Willis Floyd.
What I enjoy about the music writing process is the fact that, like, I used to help Steven write a lot of music. I don't have to be involved in that anymore, which it kind of sucked at first.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
Writing music is not having to do it.
No,
That's kind of what I said. Yeah, that's what I
write words and sing them. It's fun.
Steven would write previously. Steven would write a lot of the main riffage in the song, but I would come up with the melody idea for the chorus, because I'm a big sucker for those huge choruses, man. I fucking love them, and I think songs are better with those. And these guys,
What the hook gonna be, Kevin? What the hook gonna be?
yeah, just the fact that a song that he wrote, Through Redemption, and even Sean's song, which is called Repentance, what they had envisioned me doing, I did something totally opposite of what they were expecting me to do.
Very true.
And that's the fun part about it, is being able to take it and really, I've got an idea for this, and it's going to be totally off what people would think that I would do with it.
Right. Well,
To still bring
when you're playing it,
surprise is a good thing as
Yeah.
long as you've been doing music.
well, when you're playing it in the band room is one thing, and then when you're in the recording studio, you get to hear everything back. You're like, oh, that's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? It's like, that's pretty good. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, I like that.
I think there's something that me and this guy's learned over many years of playing in a band together and stuff, is you can't stifle creativity no matter what the style. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna step
So
take it with me.
So when you said that these two guys wrote, did you two guys write lyrics and the music as
no,
well,
me
or-
and Kevin write all the lyrics.
Okay, so y'all wrote
I wrote one line.
one line.
Props on that.
His line was a chaotic mind like a rising tide.
It sure was.
That's a good one. So y'all just wrote the music to some songs.
I tried. He didn't like it.
That makes sense.
And like you said, Kevin, a different set of eyes, a different set of ears sometimes on a song. 'Cause like, when in my job, a different set of eyes. I'm like, oh yeah, what's this? Well, y'all with a different set of ears, you're like, whoa, turn it this way. You're like, shit, never thought about that because you were honed in on this, and somebody's like, oh, well, if we do it this way.
Especially when you go from 3 to 5 people.
Yeah.
Most of the bands I've been in are 3 and 4 pieces. I was in a 3-piece for almost 2 years. Now I've got 2 extra people. Hey, this. Hey, that.
Right.
Hey, we should do this. Well, that's a lot of ideas being thrown around.
Yeah.
Sure.
A lot.
That's probably better.
Definitely, because what's great about these group of guys is everybody's very respectful. And everybody's very blunt too. So if there is something that they don't like, that gets announced, and, you know. And if you have an idea, they're not. Nope, I ain't gonna listen to it. You know what I mean? Because
We'll do it.
I've been
if
in
it
different
sounds like
groups.
shit, we're gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, we're not.
But
gonna
you'll
do
at
that.
least listen
Sorry.
to it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
bud. No.
Well, we also make it fair for everyone. We'll take a vote.
Yeah, at least you get to
Somebody
you
comes
get
in
to
and-
speak your
They'll
piece.
come in and present. We'll present, a piece of work. Like I got a couple guitar riffs. Hey man, check this out. Y'all want to work with this? Everybody will listen. Take a vote. What do you think about it, Chris? What do you think about it? And majority rules. And sometimes people are not always happy about that, but that's the way it is.
I think that's a fair way to do it, and that keeps it dynamic. I would think
It is.
more on an even keel, for everybody. So,
I mean, I've been that person in that position where I wasn't happy with it, but you just be like,
hey, that's what the majority wants.
have
I'm gonna
to
rock
accept
on
it,
with
yeah.
it
Yeah.
and go on.
and it actually turns out better in the end, because sometimes when you let your guard down and actually accept the fact that maybe they might be right and give it a chance, on down the line when the song is completed, you're like, holy shit, that's a different avenue that I would have went, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's taken my musical style to a different level.
I think
everybody
if we
adapts
did
and
that in
learns from each
everyday
other.
life,
Yeah,
probably be better off because I like to think that I'm always right. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And
definitely.
you guys doing that, that's admirable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody wants
Yes.
to be
And not
right.
killing each
Everybody
other.
does.
That's what's happening.
It gets tight sometimes.
Yeah, so we should
We've
like
had
to do a
some
reality
rough
show.
car rides home.
Yeah.
Where Steven's like, pull over now, I'm walking the rest of the way home. It's like, no, dude,
Actually,
we
as,
can't stop. We're in Morrison, man. Sorry.
as he was saying that, there was a little bit of a time period, not to bring out my personal shit, I struggle with depression badly, and I go through a lot. And I think that Steven had enough of my bullshit, and there was like nights that he was ready to fucking hit me in the face. And like the car rides back, and me and him fighting, I'm like, fuck you, and he's like, fuck you. It was bad, but
And I've known him 4 months, and I'm riding in a truck with him.
I think Sean was actually in the middle.
He was.
Millennial Sean's like, I'm going to get hit. I'm going
He's
to get
yelling
hit.
this way, he's yelling this way, and Logan's driving.
yeah.
Oh,
But-
shit.
As quick as Steven and I can be that
Body
way,
armor.
we'll go right to each other and be like, hey man, I'm sorry about that, and shit like that. But it's not because of
It's not because of bullshit. It's because of there's an actual conflict, and we're butting heads because of the conflict.
Well-
not
You're going to
because of-
resolve it.
well,
the
I just
wishy-washy
want to
over
point
here.
out that the conflict was because my
Your
head wasn't in
vagina.
the right spot, and I mean, dude, my attitude was bad for a while.
Well, it's a band, your brothers. It's just gonna happen. I mean, how long have you two so much has known each other?
Long time, man.
How many times have y'all gotten arguments?
Actually, me and Derek have never really
no.
had an issue. No, really, we haven't. That's weird. I've never
That's
really
weird.
thought about that before now. But me and
Now I
Derek
just
never
feel like a
really-
dick.
4
It's like him,
Well,
But you have
I'm
to
not
take
trying to
it-
start
you have to
anything.
take into consideration the time
what Steven
spent with a
said.
person. I spend a lot of my life with this guy. At least 2 nights a week practicing music for
Right.
4 or 5 hours. So,
Yeah, so I say there's a lot of time.
and that's been for what now? 12 years.
Okay, that was my question. How
No,
long have you guys
12
known
years or
each other?
longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been in 3 projects together.
It was pretty evident, actually, with ADS that
Well, before ADS, there was a Potential Zero.
that is the worst band name ever. Chris, I love you.
Your
You talk
potential
about a
is
name
zero?
where the magazine's like, well, their potential actually is 0. that is set up for the press just to annihilate you if you release an album that sounds like shit.
I think
But
that's
you know what?
Carolina's score against Pittsburgh.
yeah, what is that score?
Yeah.
What is that score? Pittsburgh
Yeah, I
and
need an
Carolina.
update.
Yeah, we need to
what's
update
that
there,
thing?
guys.
But
He's not even.
But you know what? That
Well,
band,
it's a shame.
that band was me on vocals, Steven on backing vocals playing guitar, Joey Brandon on bass, and Chris Alford on drums. It was goddamn near Soul Erosion 2.0 is what it was.
Well, I thought that was what you were describing when you said that.
Yeah.
Man. I like Joey.
that
Where's
was-
Joey at, anyways? Is he alive still? Or?
You know,
North Carolina or something?
it's been a while since I've seen him, but he's
you
back
shirt
from
off.
North Carolina.
Is he? Okay. All right. I just hadn't.
Why do I know that name?
He grew up in the neighborhood.
You know what I was talking about?
He hung around the neighborhood.
I do, yeah.
He played with Ace for Soul Erosion and
Hell, I bought a hat just because.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Peggy Brandon's.
That's right. Yeah.
Michael Brandon's his brother.
Thomas's
Thomas's.
isn't that his dad's name?
Sister Peggy.
I don't think so.
What's his
Lillian. Remember Lillian Bailey.
Yeah.
Her sister Peggy is his mother's
No idea.
stepmother.
Okay.
think of it.
all
That's
right.
probably.
Maybe that's.
Yeah.
where
That's
my-
terrible, isn't it?
Dude,
I mean, I remember Peggy.
oh my God.
Isn't his dad's name Tom?
I just remembered a
It
drunken
is.
night.
Thank you.
It is Tom.
No.
I don't know if that's good.
It was behind that little trailer. It was behind the Mapco, that trailer park that used to be back there where that nursing home is now.
Yeah, that's the night.
Brian
Yeah.
Trailer Park.
That's the night we had the party before
Yeah.
you guys went to the West Coast.
I didn't go. They did.
Whatever. But me and you, we had we all
Y'all
had a
played
good
the
night
whiskey.
that night. I locked myself out of my car. Steve and them had to take me home. I was pretty.
Here's where I fucked up. I went to the store and bought two 18 packs of Bud Light in the bottles. I got one beer.
True story.
Out of 36.
Brian Trailer Park, the same place you guys are talking about. My red Camaro. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
You know the big 90-degree turn behind the stores back there?
Yeah.
I missed that turn because I stomped on the gas and slid off into the ditch.
Swedgeway.
Hit a mailbox and drug it all the way down to the trailer. And the guy that owned the mailbox followed me from the sounds of me dragging his mailbox.
Was he like outside?
Like
Boy, you got the
I'm pretty
mailbox.
sure that he's seen me hit it.
He was like,
I guess because when I
Clearly.
stomped it, he probably
Hey, Mo.
heard the tire squeal. Maybe he looked out. But literally, he followed me from the sounds of me dragging that damn mailbox.
Did you let him have his mailbox back?
did he have on like pajama
he got his
pants and
mailbox
slippers?
back, and I actually
Because that would have been
had to put it
awesome.
up.
Yeah, was it blue?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I was thinking
You
that.
darn kids!
He's like, what do you want to do with your life?
I want to rock.
Dun, dun.
All right. So y'all play some shows
Uh-huh.
recently. You got any upcoming shows? Where were the shows that you recently played? Where'd y'all jam
Well,
at?
Ziggy's in Chattanooga.
And
Borough
the
Bar
Borough.
and Grill in
And that's-
Murfreesboro.
And we played.
Autograph.
Autograph. We did this
Rehearsal studio.
the Halloween Metal Fest. That
You
was
know
pretty
what?
cool, man. We had
Yeah.
several bands
Yeah.
on the Halloween Metal Fest. And,
We actually
Cool.
got voted in to headline that show.
Oh yeah.
Really?
But here's
Oh,
the
wow.
thing.
It was-
Here's
No,
the
no, wait.
How
You
does
got to
that
hear
happen?
the story
No.
because we got the most votes and we're headliner. But go ahead, Kevin. Tell 'em.
Basically, what happened? Everybody that showed up for that show showed up for their buddy's band, and then after that, they fucking left because when we played, there was like 6 people, maybe 7 people.
Holy shit!
Oh.
And by the way,
Well, you got to take into consideration though. It's also what are
didn't
we
play
going?
till-
11, 12,
We went on at midnight.
midnight.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
see,
Wow.
there was like 7 or 8 bands.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
were the
I
headlining band and we got the most votes. So we got the last slot. But that necessarily wasn't the best thing. We should have been
Yeah.
going on about 8 or 9 o'clock.
8
Yeah.
o'clock, the building.
Because
was packed.
the
time.
building,
Yeah.
all the bands were there at that one, in the middle of, so the people that came to see those bands were still kind of lingering around or were waiting to see the band that they were there for. So right around 8 or 9 o'clock, it was actually a pretty good crowd.
when Skulkin played, I don't know if you guys know who the band Skulkin is. They like have literally been in the Middle Tennessee scene for 25 years. The venue's not very big, but it was like this.
That's
Like people trying to walk by when Skulkin played, and then it was crickets after that. And I get it. You show up to support that band, but the thing about it is,
But when I seen people puking at 8 o'clock, I'm like, they're not going to
but
It was like, it was a BYOB show, so.
no, but hold on.
So-
Despite all that, I remember 20 years ago going and watching Soul Erosion play with EOE and fucking Dirt Nap and whoever showed up, but everybody stayed around to support each
It was a lot
band.
more of a camaraderie back
And-
then.
but
Like
now
everybody
it's
was in everybody's corner. You know
And
what
I
I
don't
mean? You
mean
were there to
anything-
support each other as much as you were there to
Yeah.
put yourself out there.
And we were
I don't-
young as shit.
I don't mean anything by this, as far as
Yeah,
like I'm
exactly.
not talking shit about the scene, but it seems like bands and the fans of those bands, they stick in that clique, and that's all that they want to go see, and they don't hang out to support the other bands, and that's not how it used to be.
Yeah.
And
You wanted to see what else was
I
out
wanted
there.
to see what
Yeah.
else was out
Ra-
there. That's why I was
rather
like,
than-
ooh, I'm gonna show up and see who's
That's
playing
what was
with
awesome about
Steven
Halloween
tonight.
Metal Fest. You didn't hear a metalcore band, metalcore band, metalcore band, metalcore band. You heard a metalcore band, then this
thrash.
thrash band. Yeah, it was completely different ends of the spectrum.
I was
There
really
wasn't-
digging that band Dead White that had the trumpet player with the guy that
Yes.
was rapping, kind of like Rage Against the Machine.
They're out of Nashville. Check them
I
out.
just
on
it
Facebook.
was
They're
it was
awesome.
different, and I was like,
What's the name again?
Dead White.
Dead White.
Dead
It was
White.
different.
They're
Like,
WATT,
picture
Dead
picture
White.
Rage Against the Machine with like a little bit of prog and a fucking trumpet player. That's
Oh, wow.
that's
Holy
what
shit.
that
It
band
was
sounded
pretty
like.
cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mighty, mighty
I ain't heard
Ray.
that name in it.
I wouldn't call them metal,
Wow.
but I'd throw down. You know,
Like
what I mean?
Homeboy was rapping and shit.
It's
I'm like,
entertaining.
yeah,
Exactly.
dude.
It
I was
was-
like, wow, that's like
That was
Really,
actually
that's
probably
what
my
it's
favorite
about.
band there that night. To be honest. Well, them and Connection.
there's nothing worse. And I'm sure everybody watching this has been in bands or anybody that has gone to see bands. There's nothing worse than going to a show and watching 4 or 5 bands that sound exactly
Exactly
like
the
each
same.
other. And
Yeah,
you're like,
Right.
Yeah.
I just saw this shit. Now I got to go 45 more minutes. And then,
Yeah.
fuck.
Of the same shit.
Yeah. And there's.
I would leave that show.
But you know, and I hate that because it's not the band's fault for being a part of the show. Generally, it's the organizer who's reaching out and asking people to fucking play. Like, don't
Yeah, the
put bands
promoter.
that sound similar on the same bill. Have a diverse lineup. That way, people are guaranteed to show up that way. Because if you got 5 bands that sound the same, you're gonna have the
You're
same
gonna lose
50 people
engagement,
show up
yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and they're out. You know what I mean, man? But it's
Oh.
just. You know, he hit it up about the camaraderie. I'm sorry, I've taken too
No,
long.
you're cool.
But
I
it's
got
just-
a question, but after
Okay.
you, you're done. Or when you're done.
You're done.
You're done. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, that was
You're
a
done.
Freudian slip.
I've got a question. You're done.
When you're done. Go ahead.
I
that's a
just
good-
No,
Man,
you're
I
done.
really
You're
thought
done.
after that you'd be done. Why'd
Yeah,
you
you're
stop,
done.
bro?
Yeah.
basically, and I'll
Slow
finish
learner.
this. The support is not there for local music like it used to be. And I get that we all get older, we get families, and we have kids, and there's so much other stuff going on. But a lot of these shows are booked a month and a half in advance, and I know that people can make arrangements. I'm not asking everybody to change their fucking life, but spend $5.
Support.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Hang out to midnight.
And this
Sometimes it's
Chug
about
your Red Bull.
sometimes it's not about
Not
the
you.
$5. It's about coming out and just us seeing your face. Hey man, thanks for coming out and
Yeah.
showing your face.
And
Thanks.
that's why I think
You know-
I'm a little different than all the other millennials.
There's so many of my buddies that were like my best friends back in the day, and I'm like, hey man, we got a show coming up. How much is to get in? $5. You gonna let me in free?
Yeah.
oh.
Really? Like,
Hey,
You
I
can't-
bought
$5.
tickets to a
You can't
show
slide
and didn't
$5.
go, and still bought the tickets.
Yep.
I know I'm not gonna make it, but I'm gonna buy the tickets anyway.
yeah.
Fuck those guys.
That's what we're trying to do. On here, all of us are support local music,
Oh,
support local
absolutely.
businesses and stuff.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Support local. Period.
absolutely,
Yep, local-
Absolutely.
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 I'm thinking that I need one of those shirts, and I would really like to rock one of those shirts in our
$20?
in our new video.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You know what?
Glad brought that
I'll
up.
let
Yeah,
you have fun.
we're going
That
to be
would be
recording
cool.
a new video.
Yeah.
what
You
size
have to
you
turn
wear?
around too.
XL,
Extra large.
Yeah, I've got too fat for mine. So you can
Medium.
have it.
Medium. Yeah, me too.
baby gap size.
Wait a minute, their shirt's getting handed out. I got to get one, or I'll buy it. I'm
No,
down.
no, dude, I'll pay for a shirt, but I would like to just to show some
That's
love
awesome.
too
Yeah, dude, I'd
To,
love that'd be awesome.
in the video.
That would be
Rock
great.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll
That'd be
get you.
awesome.
I'm out of extra large, but I will get some more made.
Oh yeah. Gretchen, Richie, you're probably still watching.
blah,
Let
blah.
Gretchen know.
We're
Probably
not doing
not.
very good at talking tonight,
Some
are we?
show 'em up, do them.
I know. I
Broken.
speak.
I'm pretty
I
good at
am
talking.
fluent in cursive.
No, you're not.
I'll tell you what, I mean,
I can speak in cursive.
the floor. I kind of feel like we're dominating.
What was your question? This
yeah,
show-
what was
This
your
show's about
question?
y'all. It's not about us. It's about y'all.
Oh,
You.
well, my question was, what's the Pittsburgh score?
Oh.
I'm going to find out.
What's up with that? Google. By the way.
Is it
I got
a
the
friend
ESPN
that's like a
app,
fan?
like,
Don't
on
you guys know
lockdown.
somebody
Do you
that's
know
a
anybody
Pittsburgh
that's
fan?
a huge
We do.
Pittsburgh
Our
fan?
drummer is actually a big Pittsburgh.
Oh, he
fan, and
is?
I'm pretty sure.
Let's-
Yeah, I
And
think
he
so.
wasn't
Chris-
able to make it
He
tonight.
He had to
wasn't able
work.
make it
That's
tonight.
Yeah, he had to
And
work.
I-
He's not here.
He's had a really grueling schedule at work.
By the way,
so
18
there's
seconds
that.
left in the third quarter. Pittsburgh up 45-14 over
Holy
Carolina.
Holy
It
shit.
is officially an ass raping.
That is. Wow.
Well,
Okay, we've hit all
I
ends
gotta-
of the spectrum. We've hit ass raping at this point.
I
so
just-
glad I asked.
I just had this question hit me. But first, what kind of guitar you play? What's your favorite?
ESP.
ESP? Kirk
Da da da
Hammett?
da da da.
Thanks,
What kind of
Charlie.
bass you play?
I play Ernie Ball and Ibanez.
Ibanez. Okay, all right, cool. I do this. I like the
What
air
about
guitar a
Steven?
lot.
I sold
the best
mine.
air guitar player you've ever seen.
I disagree.
Yeah, there's pictures,
Travis,
brother.
read those pics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard. I've seen.
I want to air off, bro. I want to air off.
dude, I will throw picks in the middle of a solo.
I had to sell mine.
Yeah.
She made me get rid of all my air
Really?
guitars. Yeah, we didn't have the room.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah, we
Well,
had to
I
get,
mean, you
we had
had
to
a,
get-
you had quite the collection.
I had a collection. I had to get rid of
Can I
them.
interrupt just for a second
Please do.
to drop a stat line? I'm sorry, Derek. Ben Roethlisberger is 20 of 24.
Holy shit.
Hold on a second. Let me do that again because it went away. This is retarded. 21 of 24, 322, and 4 touchdowns.
Damn, who's got Big Ben? Big Ben's
That's
lighting up the
35
fancy.
Whoever's
That
got
is
big-
3 incompletions.
Whoever's
He's got
got Big
3.
Ben
So,
on fantasy,
so Chris is having a really good night.
Yeah, I'd say so. Do you throw your picks? Do you have your own picks, or what kind of picks do you use?
The Jim
That's an
Dunlaps.
interesting question.
Dunlap.
Do you throw your picks?
Nylons. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's definitely what I would go with.
you finger pick?
Yep.
No way, you finger pick all that
Yes.
stuff?
Yeah, he finger picks.
No.
You're a finger picker?
Hey, triplets. Like these three fingers, son.
Shit,
Yeah.
dude.
He can't play with two.
That's like some Rob Trio shit, man.
Rob Trujillo's
Wait
like,
till you hear some of this
Holy
heavy
shit.
stuff on the new
Yeah.
album, and
Yeah,
then go back and like, okay, he's doing that with his fingers. You know, it's really impressive. It's pretty.
Damn,
impressive.
dude, that's some good shit right there. Do you throw your picks? If you say no, if you
The
don't,
reason I
I'm not
said that
coming-
was an interesting question is because like that's almost like a conceited thing to me. I guess. Like, why would somebody want my fucking pick?
I throw my picks.
because you're
I've got
Stephen
three.
fucking.
Because it's got a gas mask on it. That's
Because
why I
you're-
want the pick.
Because you're
Actually,
Stephen
we don't have
Hargrove.
any picks.
Yeah, like
Why would
mine.
you throw
Most
your
of the time, I have
picks?
to borrow one or get one off of like the stage.
Hey, Logan, you got a pick?
Oh, the last man left a pick here.
Oh,
Sweet.
so you can't throw your picks.
do you use a certain pick as well?
I do. It's Jim Dunlop. I think it's an 88. A .88.
I like the
Yeah, I
like
use the
88s.
1.0s. You use the .8s.
He said I like
No.
this.
So Stevens are thinner, is what they're saying.
Right.
Just a little thing.
I used to roll with the 1.0s.
Really?
Yeah.
I rolled
thought
a
you-
lot with one.
I thought
Yeah,
you had the
but
one
I
and
was-
a quarter is
yeah.
better.
Well, the 1 1/4 you can get, but I like that 1.0 because you ain't got as much paper. Yeah.
Pick.
I'll get a
pick.
1
You got much
1/4.
pick. As much
Take
pick.
the cover off, huh?
You got like a 1.115, something like that. Today,
It's a
Junior.
1 and a 6.
Millennial Sean
When
over here.
Starwood was big and bad back in the day, you know, right before it ended, I went to like every show there, so and I would always I love air guitar and love singing at the concerts and stuff. And I actually wanted, I wanted to get my own pick made, and I was gonna carry a bunch of them when I went to Starwood and just start running around the crowd, just air guitar,
Throwing them.
just start throwing picks at people.
I would have gotten your autograph if you had done that.
Because you know,
Yes.
people will be going, "What the hell is wrong with this?"
Exactly.
Who's the short fat guy throwing?
Yeah.
I'm surprised
Hey,
the monkey in his
get
zip.
that-
It really did. I thought you'll throw shit at me.
That special guy's throwing pig. Get that special guy. Get his pig.
Get that boy's
Get that
helmet.
special boy's pig.
Get his helmet.
Is Steve on
him
his
out.
body by any chance?
Well, he's
No, I
watching.
did not.
Steve was watching.
I have not busted
Did you
ass
text him?
at
Did you
all.
text him?
He said, I thought he was coming after the.
Have you talked to
announcement
Steve?
on the Everyday Joe show.
Oh, he was watching.
We called him, but his phone was dead for 5 minutes.
Where'd you go, Steve?
His voicemail box was
We're
full.
probably not going to have time for him because it's getting late.
We an hour and a half in.
Poor Steve Journey.
Fuck off, Millennial Sean. You don't know me.
Son, we will hang.
Tell me how to live my life.
Yeah,
That is the one
Son,
zinger they can throw in there.
there are 4 people
You're
in this
old
room
as
I
shit.
know of right now that'll hang with you and put you to bed. 1, 2, 3,
I guarantee
probably
you I could
4.
put you-
I'll tell you this. I stayed up till 2 o'clock the other day.
Oh,
Yeah, I had to take a little nap before.
I was up till 2
took a little
o'clock.
nap.
11 was a little fuzzy,
He
but
said I stayed up to 2 p.m. and it was hard.
Yeah, PM.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I
PM.
saw 2 a.m. twice.
I just-
the night of Travis's birthday party.
Hey,
I didn't.
I.
That
I
bear
just know
got
I
me
can
down.
drink
told
all
Ashley, I
y'all
went
under
home.
the
I said, hell,
table.
man, 1 o'clock. Let's go back. She
Fucked
goes,
up. She really
it's
no
2
can't.
o'clock. I
comment.
said,
No, you can't. She will. It's ridiculous.
win.
I've
well,
never
you're drinking
seen.
Michelob Ultra, so
Doesn't
that's
matter.
It doesn't matter.
I like
Trust me.
Michelob Ultra.
I got a
I know
bottle
you
of
do. You got
Jack.
Coors
We
Light.
can go hit.
Look, bro,
I
look
got
at
that
that.
too.
Coors Light is basically
Water.
beer flavored
Thank
Aquafina.
you.
It's beer flavored Aquafina.
This
I
has
like
less
Coors
carbs.
Light.
Tooth.
Why
Yeah,
not?
buddy.
Music of the week, brother. What's
Look,
been
man,
going on
I
with
don't
you?
have anything new this week. I've just been really listening to the Greta Van Fleet album. I like it a lot. I like the fact that they have that Zeppelin sound.
Is this a new album of theirs, or
It's
is
Edge
it?
of
The,
Darkness.
Edge
That's
of
the-
Darkness,
okay.
yeah.
It's the first one, but I
Okay.
just like it a lot.
There's nothing
Flower
wrong with that.
Power is a great tune.
love
Edge
them.
of Darkness is a great tune.
Well, any band that can go on a world tour on a double EP has done something. You know what I mean?
Look,
Those
man,
kids have been to
I
New
can
Zealand.
listen
They
to
have
that.
been
Or they're just signed to a label and the label's putting up money, putting them
I
on the
can
road.
listen
You
to that
said those
album
kids.
and almost not skip a song.
Yeah,
I like it. I dig it a
There
lot.
you have it.
So everybody who's not listening to
But
Greta,
like as far as just reaching out and listening to somebody, if you get a chance, not you guys, but guys that listen to different stuff, like you guys listen to a lot of different stuff, but I don't know. I don't think Kevin's gonna go home and be like, you know what, I really want to jam this Matt Mason album. But I really like Matt Mason a lot, and like
Why
the
is
song
Mike getting called out?
Hallucinogenics and the song
Because
Cringe.
he can.
not Kobe it.
Matt Mason.
No.
I doubt it.
M-A-E.
No, you didn't
This
show me because you
Millennial
actually made
Sean
it.
is the only motherfucker to make a shot into the garbage
Kevin
can
made
all
his
night.
first
He
I made
made
my
it.
first one.
Okay.
I'm 1 for
Don't
3.
take up for him.
I like Kevin.
I do too, but I don't take up for
I
him.
will. Kevin, I got your back.
You know what? You're like,
Be careful,
Kevin
Sean.
won't
He'll
Matt
fight
Mason.
you.
Can I tell you what music I listen to less of anything that I listen to? And you're not going to believe this.
Metal, probably.
I listen to metal less than I
Than
listen to
everything
everything else. Yep.
I
What's
didn't
your
say
top?
You wouldn't like it. I just said I don't think you would.
Ariana
Grande.
What's your top?
Who doesn't like Ariana Grande?
I
Yeah.
love Ariana.
I'm so
surprised you
sad
know who
that her and
Ariana
Pete
Grande
Davidson are
is.
not
Oh, why? Because I'm fucking
engaged anymore.
40?
No.
It just
Shut
hurts
your
my
mouth,
heart.
Millennial Sean.
So,
You're in timeout.
I put it on there. Matt Mason. So
Matt
regular.
Mason, M-A-E-S-O-N.
I spelled it
And
correctly.
Cringe is a great song. Hallucinogenics is a great song. I just really like his music. I like his voice. I like his style.
You like
I'd
him.
like to know what. I'd kind of like to know what the lunchtime theater is going on this week.
That is
Oh.
that is next topic on the agenda.
Uh-uh.
Let lunchtime theater with Eli.
Lunchtime Theater is actually Manifest.
Yeah,
The NBC series. That's what I've been doing on Lunchtime
I hear good
Theater.
things about that show.
It's okay. It's this
And the
bitch. And by bitch, I mean my
damn.
loving, darling wife has
All right, then.
This bitch
She-
right here.
this bitch right
Barbecue?
here. She has manipulated her lunchtime hour to fuck with my schedule. I don't know
You
why
go,
she's.
girl!
I don't know why she's done this, but typically I come home from lunch, I get lunchtime theater. I get to watch whatever the fuck I want to watch. Today, I come home and she's watching fucking Real Housewives of New Jersey. And I'll
Yes.
have to say that I sat down and I was like, what about Joe Judice? I know the motherfuckers. I knew who they were. I was like, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't
dude.
care if Joe Judice is still in prison, but he is. And it turns out when he gets out, he gets deported back to Italy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do I know this? Why
Yeah.
in the fuck
I'm
do
on
I
that Real
know?
Housewives of Atlanta tip right now.
She
Oh,
watches
yeah.
every
Go,
fucking
Nene.
Real Housewife
Nene.
in the planet. Real Housewives of Milan and fucking Monticello,
Texas.
Arkansas,
Beach Grove.
wherever the fuck they're from. Yeah, Beach Grove, Hillsboro. I mean, all of them.
Woo!
Pelham, you know.
Pelham.
Hey, and
Shout out to all the people.
God
affected
bless
by
Pelham,
the
because
storm.
Pelham,
God bless Pelham.
Pelham got hit fucking hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
everybody-
Actually, my mom
His
and
family.
my brother got hit in that storm.
Oh, man, God bless your family.
It's
I'm
bad.
sorry.
It's bad.
Hey, that was some legit
It was
storms
storm.
right there, buddy.
It was.
Yeah.
It's really bad. I'm
He said something about over
exhausted.
100 trees down.
Way
Oh,
more than
wow.
100 trees.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
hey,
Lord.
we have a buddy, Southern Patriot Firearms. His dad has a place in Pelham, and they have a farm there. And I'm talking trees, man. You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
get your arms around.
Hickory trees.
Hickory. Yeah, you watched the live video.
Oh yeah.
But it just, I'm talking 100-year-old trees. Whoop. Just flipped them over like it was
How'd it
nothing.
go, Eli?
Whoop.
That's awesome.
Splintered. I hit that R1 on you.
Whoop. The R1.
That's the juke.
Yeah, he said R1. Steven knows. But yeah, I mean, no joke.
It does.
Those people there, I
from
feel
Estill
for them.
Springs all the way to Pelham has been affected.
Oh,
by
yeah.
the windstorm.
Absolutely.
It's been
That was
rough.
terrible.
I never rolled over, and everybody's like, "Man, did you sleep last night?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?"
I slept right through it.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Only
I
woke
did.
up
Amanda
because
said
family
there were
members
like
like, "Are you
7 or
watching the
9."
news?" Fuck no, I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
She
2
was,
a.m.
She was
What the
snoring.
fuck?
I was up looking.
I told
shit.
him, I said, okay, look, my logic from like 5th grade that one of my friends' grandmas told us, so it's legit, is if, you're in a tornado warning or a watch or whatever. Can I have a beer too, please? Thank you. That
I want one. Can I
if
have
you
one?
just go to sleep, then it's okay.
Yeah.
So, and that's exactly what I told him. But also, like, in the back of mine, I'm like, oh, dear God, please protect all of us.
Whoop.
But yeah, so I went to sleep, and the hell woke me up, and then I was like, it's hell.
Yeah, you
I
got.
hope my car's not fucked. Let's go back to sleep.
Oh, I wish my car would get fucking hell damaged.
I parked in the
I'd
garage.
love it.
Dude, as soon as I hear hell, I'm like, I sleep, and I'm like,
Somehow
That's hell.
the crippled guy ended up
I rise up.
being the beer
Rise
bitch.
up. Whoa.
You're amazing. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
I could have done that for
Steven
you.
got some new kicks.
I have a.
He's had them for a few weeks now.
Yes.
He actually got them the second show.
Oh.
I'm not very
Oh,
observant.
we can see that
No,
in the
you're
video,
not.
so they are all now.
Those
serving
are
his
courtesy
kicks.
of my wife, my
No,
my
sir,
wonderful
your
wife.
top, not your feet.
I didn't get offered any beers, so I'm just going to tell you what I think of you, Travis.
I'll give you a beer.
There's a whole garage.
I'd rather you keep your beer.
Whole fridge full.
Keep your beer, Millennial Sean.
Speaking of lunchtime theater, I come home for lunchtime theater as well.
What are you watching?
Whoops.
So I've been watching Making a Murderer Part 2.
Too.
Is
I have to,
That
brother.
first was the
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only on like episode 2.
The second is I've watched episode 2 as well. I don't mean to cut you
I'm
off.
about 7 to 8 episodes into season 2.
Are you really? Wow.
I haven't heard anybody mention Mindhunter. Like,
I have.
Oh, God, I tried. I
Yeah.
can't do it. He
Are you
liked
kidding
it.
me? You didn't like it?
I don't
I
do
thought it was
well with
amazing.
psychological anything because I think too hard.
See, that's where I'm at. I love stuff like that.
You're
I love
terrible.
my wife.
Yeah.
She has a hard time accepting because I'll be watching like the ID channel about old murders and stuff and investigations, and that was really good. It's really good, and we actually have an album. I mean, a song on this newest EP that is about. I guess a violent criminal from the eyes of the violent criminal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the heaviest one on the album is actually from a violent criminal's perspective.
Homeboy brought a song.
The mindset, I guess you would say.
I was always been a fan of early 90s, mid 90s death metal, like Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, Suffocation,
Sure.
even the band Death and stuff like that. And I'm like, ooh, I was like, I have a lyrical idea. And I shared it with Steven. And Steven one day wrote down a bunch of fucking lyrics, and I was like, okay, I can do something with that. So I was like, and then I started listening to it. I'm like, and started figuring out flows. So I take a little bit of what he was doing, then I would write some shit and mix it in. I'm telling y'all, that's the heaviest fucking song that we've ever done. It is like retarded heavy. But
Oh yeah.
but it's not like just a bunch of noise. It's just it's heavy.
It's cool when you can play a metal song and groove and be metal at the same time. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's the fun.
Actually,
Travis is not.
you hit that on the head.
I
As
don't know.
heavy as it is, there's that constant groove the
Okay.
entire
Yeah.
song.
If you could bob your head in a metal
Wonder-
song, you're doing pretty good.
That's right.
And can I say something about Making a Murderer?
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist. I think that it is almost like there should be like just red lights going off everywhere. Stephen Avery was set up like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
He was
Don't
wrongfully
believe what
he was
Netflix
wrongfully
tells you.
imprisoned the first time.
Bush to 9/11.
That massive lawsuit there, so they frame him because what was about to happen. There's about to be an investigation into that police department, the Manawak Police Department. All those people were going to be fired and then face charges. So now, instead of this, was it like a $30 or $40 million lawsuit that he
Yeah.
had for wrongful imprisonment that he spent 18 years, and then he goes,
Spoiler alert.
Season.
Yeah, we're on episode 3. Thank you.
"No, this is season 1."
You are now.
Yeah. Of season 1.
I'm talking about season 1. And everybody, like, the shit that happened
the
at the end of
end of it.
season 1 leads into season 2. I think that they pinned that on him to avoid.
Boy, paying the $32 million or $36
And-
million, whatever it was.
He had to settle with them for like $150,000, which was just enough to pay his legal fees,
And some
so he
envelopes.
could have counsel for the second charge.
Damn.
I
Yeah.
don't think he did it at all.
Yeah, I do. But my
You
lunch,
think he did it?
my lunchtime theater today, I went to watch a new documentary on Amazon, and I get a text from Lady A. Hey, I'm working, and it's not. I can't get in this meeting online. Can you turn the Wi-Fi off? So I didn't get lunchtime theater.
I know.
today.
I'm sorry. I felt terrible about that, but
I know
it
you're
was
working, you're making
bad.
extra money.
I will
Don't
say-
think about it.
The great thing about
I just
making
shut
a
it
murder
down.
is, and you may differ in opinion on that, and that's fine. I watch it and I'm like, oh, he didn't do it. There's no way he fucking did it. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, this motherfucker did it.
Yeah,
He's fucking
hell yeah.
guilty as
That's
shit.
what
And I'm
he
like,
said.
no,
Yeah,
it's-
that's the way it is.
and it is. That's what makes
Yeah.
the documentary great.
I really
is
thought
because
that he
you're
had did it
here and there, and here and there.
I really thought that he had done it until
Thank you. For
they
that.
bought Brendan in there, his
Yeah.
nephew or whatever.
Yeah.
Brendan Dassey.
Yeah.
That kid is like, no disrespect to anybody, but that kid is like kind of retarded. And like he
He's a
had
little
no
slow.
idea what was even going on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they
they-
basically convinced him and talked him into confessing.
Yeah.
Don't believe what Netflix tell you to believe.
It's not Netflix.
Everything is.
They're incredibly
everything
biased.
is motivated. Like you're only going to see what the producer wants you to see,
Oh, yeah.
man. You know what I mean?
It's just like the news.
They're going to lead you to
It is.
believe
Agreed.
what they believe.
I'm not going to get political.
Motherfucker, I will pick it right the fuck right now. I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to get political, but it's
Yeah.
the same with today's news.
Oh, yeah.
As
Oh,
far as political
absolutely.
slant
Those
is
Netflix
concerned.
originals
Absolutely.
are propaganda.
By the way, the
Yeah.
fact that I'm going walking outside while Sean's outside, total
It's not.
coincidence.
Yeah, it's
Do
not.
you-
Gonna,
Y'all-
it's
y'all-
not going to
in your
shake
pocket.
itself.
Y'all bladders
This is,
are
this is
synced.
twice.
Lady A, what you got this week on your? You got any rant or anything you need to talk about?
Well, I have been very dedicated to my,
nice.
my new home, work from home business, so I've not actually put any miles on my car or left the house.
What are you doing?
Will you hire me? I want to work from home.
Well, I'm actually not for the first time in HR, so it makes me itch a lot. That's
that
a struggle.
May be like a rash or something.
Is it
No,
burn
we're
when-
good. We're good.
Does it
We're
burn
good.
when you pee?
No,
He said we're good.
Oh,
it makes my
talking
ears
her?
itch.
Is there like an excrement, like some sort of?
well, I got ointment and
It's
stuff.
just
No,
when
to not be able
behind
to
my ears
correct
when he
people
grabs my
makes
ears.
me sad because that's what I do. But anyway,
Are you a
as y'all know,
Are you a grammar Nazi?
I can't spell, so not that
you
way.
can't be a grammar Nazi. Then.
But I know where to put a comma.
A what?
A comma.
Oh, I thought
she said a condom.
I did too.
What?
I did too.
Yeah, on the cock. That's where you put it.
Just on the tip.
Yeah, I don't,
Chin.
Just
I don't
for a
have
second.
to put those
Just to see
on.
how it feels.
I just demand it. But yeah, no. But lunchtime theater, because I now get to do that. Schitt's Creek, y'all. That is a fucking hilarious.
That is a pretty
hilarious
funny show.
Like the first two seasons are kind of slow, and there's some abrasive behavior in there that also makes me itch. But then it gets really good and like good-hearted, and it just makes you smile.
What is
so
it?
Schitt's Creek, and
Schitt's
oh my
Creek.
God, here I'm gonna try to spell something. It's like SCH.
CH. Yeah.
TTS.
Thank you.
Good
I
job.
didn't do it. Yeah.
CREEK. Headline.
Thanks,
with
Joe.
Eugene
Schitt's
Levy.
Creek.
Yeah.
Eugene
Yes.
Levy.
It is awesome.
That's
And
the
hilarious,
American
and they have
I love
a new
Eugene
season
Levy.
on
Oh,
Netflix.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
funny show. He
It
is.
is.
Him and those
It really
caterpillar eyebrows, man. It's
Yes.
just, yes.
They will just walk
Like
off
Anthony
his
Davis.
face. Yeah.
All right, guys. Before we wrap this up, plug y'all stuff, website, Spotify, go.
Are y'all on spot?
Spotify, Apple Music. You can like us on Instagram, Facebook,
YouTube.
What are we
YouTube.
searching for?
The millennials spit it out.
Uh,
quick.
Twitter.
The Twitter, our the first music video they shot is on YouTube.
Yeah, I follow you on YouTube. You're on
it's
Twitter.
A great video.
Okay, I'll check
They're
that
on
out.
the Twitter.
I mean,
On the Twitter.
pretty much anything you can find music on, we're on.
And we
We're there.
search for.
Deface The Dream.
Thank you. I
Deface
knew
The
it.
Dream.
The Palace
I
of
needed
Lies
y'all to
EP
say
is up right now, and once we release
Palace of
the once we do the release date, that'll be we'll post that on all the social media.
Yeah, we're always
Do
posting
we have
updates.
a title for the new EP yet? Or is it
It's still kind of up in the air between a couple things. The plan is to do a album release show.
Oh, can we help
And,
you
like,
with that?
Any ideas on location or thoughts of location?
Actually, I would really
man.
love to go back to Autograph Rehearsal Studio in Murfreesboro. That fucking place is awesome.
I know a guy in a band called Trigger Digit, Robert Z. Real from Woodbury. I watch him wrestle every other Saturday
I know
night.
Chase McCutcheon.
At the Victor Center, Tennessee. All Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
They do a lot of stuff at Autograph.
Yes.
I heard they're coming up with a big cage match.
So on Saturday night, $3.
He's got the belt right now, son.
$3.
Go Robert Z. Real.
Robert Z. Real.
Yes, sir.
Hashtag victory lap. Watch out.
Hashtag
the champ's
yes,
coming.
sir.
The champ just commented.
Yeah, the champ's coming.
Hey,
Champ.
thank you, Robert. Thank
Champ's
you,
here.
champ. Yes, sir.
Champs
That's awesome.
No, he's talking about the champ Greg McDonald, the only true champ
The champ.
at Tennessee All Pro Wrestling.
Hey, Gregory.
Corey sucks. Hey,
Corey
Scotty's
sucks.
Corey
back.
does suck.
He's a hamster.
Y'all y'all have any Palsalize EPs left that y'all
Yes.
Oh yeah.
selling those for?
Physical copies. We have
$5.
digital copies.
$5
anywhere
will get you one.
you want.
Yeah, we're doing shirt and CD combos for 15.
50. That's not bad.
Oh, that's
so y'all
cool.
do have shirts?
Yeah.
Hold on, I need extra
I need
large.
the extra large. Or I'll just trade.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
Barter, if you will.
if you need a shirt person, GRS Custom Designs.
What'd you say? GR.
We are, in fact, looking
Yeah.
for another person to do some shit.
Well,
So, yeah.
GRS
Yeah,
Custom Designs makes his shirts, so she can hook you up.
She can hook you up.
Her name is
And her-
Gretchen Season.
She made the Southern Patriot T-shirt.
Yep.
She's
Very talented.
yeah, right there on that red stool.
Yep.
Yeah, GRS
GRS.
Designs.
GRS Custom
Gretchen
Designs.
Richie
GRS
Season,
Custom
and he has a
Designs.
beautiful beard.
He does. So beautiful
It-
that he cannot compete in the beard competition.
Seriously,
Sorry, Richie.
he is disqualified because his beard is
You
so
can help
beautiful.
me judge if you would like.
He would know what a good beard looks
He-
like.
he would.
I'm just saying.
But, he can be the comparison picture.
It smells like a summer day.
He does have a
don't know.
glorious ginger beard.
Oh, it's ginger.
Oh, yeah. It
Like
is
this guy.
ginger.
No,
Yeah.
it's a little darker.
ginger for?
A little
There's a
darker.
little bit of red in there.
It's like a good red wine.
I'm sorry, Logan. I didn't mean to upset you.
Yeah, it's like a fine. It's like a fine
buddy.
Merlot.
Like,
It's
hug me
just-
or something. Like,
very Merlot.
don't beat me up, dog.
Where I'm trying to remember because I listened to it over and over and over and I cannot think of the name, but Chris goes crazy, like machine gun crazy on the double kick, and it's just freaking bad.
If you're talking about the heavy one at the end of the
It's
album,
the
it's
last
lost.
one.
Yep.
Yes, that is just bad.
Derek.
God, that's bad.
Just wait.
That's a lot.
If you think that's good,
Yeah.
wait until you hear the new shit.
No, actually, when we shut this down and we stop going live, I think we're gonna give you guys a little taste of that.
Can I
that
tell you
heavy
the
one.
name of it?
Nope.
That's cool.
Nope.
I can't.
No, you can't.
No, don't
No.
tell them the name of it.
Come on, Millennial
I
Sean.
love it. He's excited. Y'all shut his ass down.
No, it's not that. It's just
Sit down.
We-
Millennial Sean.
3 votes against
Hey,
1.
in the past.
I just want to
There
say
you go.
We have been bad about
That's what
letting.
we're talking about.
That's how that works.
Just
Sorry.
in the past, we've been really bad about letting way too much out of the bag too early, and like I want to create like,
We've kept a
Some
lot of this
suspense.
under wraps. Like no
But-
one has heard anything.
but
Besides
we
much more than what you guys.
family.
once we
You know what I mean?
once we get the final mix and the artwork, we're literally going to set out like and try to set an album release show and set a release date and then do pre-orders and stuff like
Yes,
that.
I was just about to say that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Because there's something to be said about a pre-order. Like it puts a little bit like, oh, there's shit's dropping.
Well,
Keeps
it,
that
I
fire.
gotta
Yeah.
have it.
it also
You know what I
proves
mean?
people are going to buy it.
Yeah, that's good. For sure. So if they want to buy an EP, a Palsalizing or a T-shirt, who they contact? Just like on Instagram.
The band page, Instagram, even any.
Actually,
of the
yeah,
personal-
Message
just-
the band page, Deface The Dream at gmail.com.
Yep.
Facebook, Twitter. Hit us up, man.
All-
Hit us up.
Instagram, anything.
Come see us. You know what I'm saying? Hell, come
And-
hang out, drink a
and
beer with me.
We've seen the
I'll give
T-shirts.
a
And there's some
CD.
pretty badass T-shirts.
Nice t-shirts, excellent t-shirts.
Yeah, there's
Love them.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap this bad boy up.
Well, we want to thank the Everyday Show.
Everyday
Dave
Joe Show, baby!
Thank you so much for having us, man.
Actually, Travis, it was
One of my good friends for many years. And
What
you're
about
doing
a year
amazing
ago
things.
to the
I love
day
it.
that we were
I love
here?
it.
appreciate it, man. Huh?
very close. About a year ago to
Yeah.
the day
Yes,
that
buddy.
we were
Just
here.
over a year, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
We
for being on
appreciate
the
what
show.
you guys do, man. Having us in here, that's awesome.
Well, yeah, man. That's what
It's
we're all. Like I said earlier, we're supporting local businesses, local
Of course.
music, local everything. You guys are local.
Yep.
We will see you guys do good. just enjoy what you're doing.
I
Win.
want to see you guys do well.
And the feeling is reciprocated.
Yeah,
I was
well,
kinda
we
hoping-
appreciate
I was
that.
kinda hoping
album
that-
release show.
I was
Yes,
kind of hoping
sir.
that
We can do it, man.
Yes, sir.
I was kind of hoping
sure,
that Bull was going to
definitely.
stick around
Hey,
because
hey,
like he
could you,
handles.
do you have a mobile live
It
setup?
would be
Yeah.
good for you to talk.
Oh,
Could you
yeah.
do a mobile live setup, some
Yes.
coverage of the album
Absolutely.
release?
That's
Yeah.
what we did for after Apollo at
Yeah,
the church.
at the church.
Hey, let's
That would be
let's get that in the works, man.
And-
Yeah.
Definitely.
The church's grand opening is this Saturday at 7.
It's in an actual church.
It
Yes,
used to be.
used to be.
Okay,
Like
okay.
a
So I was like,
literal with
we
stained
got a
glass
song about
windows.
you know
No, wait a minute.
taking
Is this
somebody
the
hostage,
place-
raping
is
them,
this
and
the
killing
place
them.
on the
Like we
square
can't.
in
Like that
Manchester?
may not work
You
in a
know
church.
that we had a scheduled show
Unless it's Catholic.
when I was younger.
You what?
Unless
We had a
it's
scheduled
Catholic.
show
Yeah.
on Halloween
Yeah.
night at that same church.
He's got a nun.
And they
joke.
had one of those baptism things
Come
back
on,
in the
right.
back of the church. We were gonna put
Sorry.
red dye in that baptism thing back there to
The
make it
tub.
look like blood and play on the stage. And we did this big thing, and it was in Manchester Times. I think I was only 17 years old, but we were in the paper about
I remember
we were doing
this.
a teen night too at used to be the Sugar Shack.
Sugar Shack.
Yeah.
So
Sugar
we had this
Shack.
big thing in Manchester Times about that Halloween show at this same place.
That's awesome.
No, it's not, because they shut us down as soon as we put it on there and announced that we were having a
No
metal
way.
show in a church. The people cried out and said, "No, we're not having this. It's a Christian community," and they shut us down. They would not allow it to happen.
You're talking about the building in the center of the
It is a
square.
church in the square. Yes.
That's
Not in the center,
Well,
but
this
yeah.
the same probably church, but in
It's
new
right
under-
across from Henley's.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
That's
it.
it.
It is
Yeah,
very different now.
We
and-
went in, walked the place, and literally, I'm saying that
there's
it was
not a-
all planned out. We had all this done. We had people from out of state coming in to play this show.
There's
a
not
lot
a
of fun,
tub
man.
there anymore,
I've had
but
Yeah.
they
That's not where you want the drums.
yeah.
No. Wow.
No, too
Yeah, about
loud.
some
shit.
acoustics. Where the bath used to be, that's
Yeah.
where they put the drums on this last show, and it was just too much.
It's a
Really?
lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. Or you hear cymbals.
That's all you could hear.
Yeah.
And Chris beats the fuck
Yeah,
out of
you'd be
his
over.
drums. It would
You'd
be
be
over. It would
As
be
far
over.
as like,
We need to set him up outside the building.
if you did an acoustic show there, it would be money. It would be
Yeah.
fabulous.
Kill it.
Oh man.
Perfect
yeah,
setup
for
for
sure.
an acoustic, but
It is.
All right, so guys, hit these guys up if you want a t-shirt.
The face of dream.
Deface the Dream.
our apologies to Steve Jernigan. No time tonight.
Oh, sorry,
Damn,
Steve.
you still not talking to him?
He just texted me.
I heard his door just shut.
Oh yeah, we
He
hit.
says
Sorry,
on the
Steve.
way.
We got to go, brother. Guys, like Andrew said earlier, like the show. I did a post on that. We finally hit 1,000 likes on the Facebook page.
Congratulations, Joe!
Hit
If
1,000.
there happens to be any Deface the Dream fans that are actually watching, please like these guys. They're amazing
Thank you.
people, man.
Is this
You
once a
guys,
week
if you
or-
support us, you
Hold on.
support them, man. Because
I would
they're
like
our
to point
friends
out
and-
something that's not even mentioned for all the listeners, our fans or their fans.
Yeah.
They actually have it on Spotify. So if you have Spotify, you can
Yeah,
go and
check out the
newest
Joe Show on
episodes.
Spotify,
Yeah.
man.
All right, man.
We
We're
are
there.
on Spotify.
Do that shit.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks to all you guys.
I was
who
actually
helped
excited
us
to hear
get
that.
to 1,000 likes. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's awesome. It's
Absolutely.
amazing. You're welcome.
And when I put the post up the other night about we're almost 1,000, need some more likes, go like the show. Well, I had two guys, Thomas White, David Baines.
I'm not gonna say anybody's names. Just gonna point and
They
whistle.
Initials.
they liked the post, but they still haven't liked the show page.
It's like, how
I'm
does
like,
that happen?
God, a ton of people, and half of those have liked it. So if y'all would like it, we would have literally 2,000.
Literally.
So it says your
Ah,
shit,
shit,
in,
I
like,
said
bold
lit-
there. Like,
I said
tap
literally.
on that.
You
Like,
gotta drink.
Yeah.
Anytime Travis says literally, you gotta
Literally.
drink.
Literally.
Literally.
I'm out.
Oh, no
That's
more
a
body
damn
armor.
shame, buddy.
All right, guys. Tooth, thanks
I
for being
didn't
here,
know you were
buddy.
Thanks for having me as usual, Travis.
Eli, thanks for being here.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Eli.
The Face the Dream, Logan,
Yeah, Sean.
Kevin,
Amazing. Thank you, brother. for
Steven.
having us.
Thank you.
Man, thank y'all. Check these guys out. Hit us up on Facebook and the Twitter. How about the
Support
burper?
your
Couldn't do it
local
right.
community.
The Twitter.
On the Twitter.
The Twitter. I couldn't do it right. All right, appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.